buffalo on the side. Look at that devil, they claim that guy. Cardi ain't bad for them, Cardi up that. Y'all ain't cool with 200 a day. I be a demon, no way I expect. You know where I'm a devil gon' go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I don't go out. I just grip on it, and I show it. I sit like a chip and that way don't never hold out. I just walk up and losing it, I got the big greasy, not to break this door out. Turn that whole gun, go up. I'm in rest, you wanna keep up the blood out.
Well, hello, Wolves Nation from Eastlake High School. We've got a short game delay. We just had our team show up. So our start time is going to be about 20 minutes. 20 minutes is our start time from now. So you're still getting settled in. Take a couple minutes and we'll get the broadcast back live again. Kick off, and then we'll start our broadcast again. So again, Wolves football, Wolves Nation starts in 20 minutes, and we'll see you back here.
For the bro down the road, gotta lock it up. All you gotta do is say smoke and we popping up. Baby got the streets on hold, you drop it. I've been going hard, it's gonna be hard for you to top that. I make it look easy, but it's really a project. I'm really a millionaire, still in the project. Baby playing on for the city. Baby, you the realest. Baby probably got a couple million. Baby having 4 or 5. Baby got 2. Baby probably still through the city. Baby ain't the trap, you a rock. Baby make cash. Baby in the hood, getting at. Baby keep it real with his people. Baby like a piece. Baby probably still saying,
baby got still got them balls. I told my some paper, but I still got the baby getting jig. Stays with the glizzy. Baby CEO, shake the game like he did it. You would think it's Mardi Gras, got showing, and I ain't throwing beans. Started, I'm a dog, shit clean. When I put the doggy style, the only time I'm on my knees. I barely wanna hit it, got a bang, baby, please. I tell it, shut up, about the label CEO, begging me to keep it good up. They know, you play with baby, beating cut up. Probably playing Wi-Fi on the FaceTime with Johnny. I told him I my wrist up, I like to hold my fist up. I done bought a baby in the end, they give me why ain't keep the fire and throw the foes in every picture.
baby playing on for the city. Baby, you the realest. Baby probably got a couple million. Baby having 4 or 5. Baby got 2. Baby probably still through the city. Baby ain't trapping me a lot. Baby make cash. Baby in the hood getting at. Baby keep it real with his people. Baby like a piece. Baby probably still saying.
Don't I have some bottle game? Sounds like so, hey, I will have an extra in about 10 minutes. That's
Dude, I got
You can come get rich with us. You gon' eat or you gon' stop. Keep it certified. And I pay them not to run. Pop 20 curling and I'm running in the spot. Those the people hating, I'm on top. I bulletproof the car. All the men was making bands. I pack them like they take a car. Don't know for a fact I keep it real. Still ain't take a shot. Watch you talking crazy. Stop me like I'm doing more than my part. I can't play with my creation. Give the world to my little boy. I've been trading more than I'm spending. That's what I be on. I'm a human, I'm not perfect. I know sometimes I be wrong. I'm like coming for that young. Don't be running from it. If I like it, I spend money on it. Get whatever from it. Put this shit in your business. I talk cash, check the shit. Tell me everything good. She make sure she keep her nails good. Kind of weird this. When it's chillin' there, we on the down. She a real fool. Turn around, do the double dog. This a kill trick. Marco been in prison for a while, but he still fake. I poke running on the party car, but they still late. I don't think nobody around still, but I still take. I don't got 100 million. I can't kill it, but I'm getting misconstrued yet. I get real quick, baby. We have real shit, have nobody in my business. We say real shit, this shit real off the front squad. So when my shades on, she wanna look up. So I let her play the main role. I have to get rich for these problems, still with the same folks. And I can't be with none of you, it's not in the same boat. You never gonna get caught up if I know how the game goes. I'm like coming for that. Don't be running from it. If I like it, I spend money on it.
Well, you know, at 43.
I do real. I talk cash, that bitch in the shit, they'll mail you things up. She make sure she keep her nails good, kind of weak face. When it's chillin' that way, young style. You gotta tell you no hands, can't even see me on wings. You gotta fight your sins, you gotta fight my way out.
I think that's where you started.
You gotta fight the things, you see me on way out, ain't not too far to stand. Tell me the ass with the dog, my ass. So pretty little better than cancer. Pumping all zoos and she calling me daddy. Walking on, turn it up with my gas. Came out the gutter, they gave me the spade. Security bag, got a jump bag. Turning it up, got a message, she good. 6 million in the middle of my hood. Taking the money, made out of the sun. My heart is sick, you but I'm good. How did they looking the same? They counting my lips, or they biting my chain. After she changed, she back to her end. Big breaker niggas, the nigga the key. Heard it, the fountain, was ringing in Canada. Bro, we just money like it's my religion. It could be a man that's saying it's the enemy. They try to compare whatever I did. Them niggas touch my heart, it's just out the gig. I came out the drug, they kicked out the kid. I trap out of band, no featuring on the crib. I look at the ocean, it's my 30 ear. Didn't want to make the city on me. Keep me no footy, no matter what I'm in. I have to just face your career. You see me good, you have me win. And see me, they know no tears. Too many places, no, I'm not rich. I'm never solo, I'm paying my queen. I fucking eat like a few with a kid. She got a fact, can't even see me on way out of here. Too far to stay. Heard me ass from the time my ass. So pretty little better than cancer. Pumping all zoos and she calling me daddy. Walking on, turn it up with my gas. Came out the gutter, they never knew this way. Security bag, got a jump bag. Turning it up, got a message, she good. 6 million in the middle of my hood. Taking the money, made out of the sun. My heart is sick, you but I'm good. How did you looking the same? They counting my lips, or they biting my chain. After she championship, I'm just going bitch break a nigga, just look at the kid. Come on, see me, it's chasing my blood. It's stuck in my memory, they was no love. And acting like that, you know me with that. It's like you can buy for that, you with a friend. I'm thinking about it, I'm back on the E. Not too much, you didn't have me. Driving the space with the one with the women. Cook up the chop, I don't run out of key. And I'm not holding me back. Put a switch on and get look wet. I just like hit you, give it a back. Ain't got no rope with a roll on the strap. So to the morning, we'll show you no slack. Cool up like cool, ain't no regular cat. Took a few, don't forget where I'm at. Hop on the chest, they feel in the trip. You got a fact, can't even see me on way out, I ain't too far to stay. Heard me with ass from the top of my ass. So pretty little baby in cancer. Pumping all zoos and she calling me daddy. Walking on, turn it up with my gas. Came out the gutter, they never knew this way. Security bag, got a jump bag. Turning it up, got a message, she good. 6 million in the middle of my hood. Taking the money, made out of the sun. My heart is sick, you but I'm good. How did they look at the same? They counting my lips, or they biting my chain. Championship, championship, right to go in. Big breaker niggas, just look at the kid. Stop playing.
Quarterback, running back, couple linebackers, couple loading up the players.
Big forehead. Big stuff. Big footprint. Well, I'm a member. Leave a hot call like December. 4-5 on me, it's September. AK knocking out cheese like timber. Get your name mom before we bender. Hit the windshield, not the fender. Giving out smoke, my agenda. Third white flag, they surrender. All black trucks, I'm a finish. Me and I still taking killers now. Take the plug off in the middle, man. Spray the whole block, I don't give a damn. That nigga, I'm a gentleman. 21 years, it's not been a man. Playing with the rock like a jigger man. Gotta look in the eyes and kill a man. In my life, every wild strap. Most of the rappers, cap. I ain't giving doubt. Glenwood to the flat. Used to rock, trap. Money, top, chat. Chopper, bullet, splat. Chuck E. Cheese, rack. We get rolled, whack. Way too many stuffers. I can't hold that. Body first, scar. Face bullet, tap. You pray on your knees. I pray to my strap. So you want smoke with pot come with it. Money on your head, we'll come get it. Blue cat tech with a hand down in it. Party girl sweep through 100 bun in it. She been in the street, I ain't doing no square. I'll never put women in my business. Full-time rap, I ain't doing no business. Whoa, I can make it in with my seat. 17 breaking out a piece.
Right now.
18 bus selling hard on the beat. $100 beat, I was real some beat. Right down Glenwood, take on E. All about the money, ain't no smoke weed. Cool young, just still take your cheese. Not mine, it's for us.
it. The band, come on, she used to ride on the bus. I walk around with a flat bag, but I ain't got no yard ride in my lap. Every while, scrap, mostly rappers. I ain't giving that. You was silly, flat, used to rock, trap, money, top, shack, chopper, bullet, flat, chuck E. Cheese, rack, we get rolled, whack, way too many, stuffing, I can't hold them back, body full of scars, face full of tats, you pray on your knees, I pray to my scrap. Yeah. Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than a beetle. Running on diesel, dog. Playing with my nigga is lethal, dog. Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like they know me, dog. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me. Bring the clip back empties. Yeah, to see the ball, so they sent me, dog. I just broke off with intentions, dog. There ain't nothing on being friendly, dog. Just a little 10 piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball.
Hey, Wolf Nation, we're back. We got about 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, Wolf Nation, we're back. 8 minutes, 45 seconds before game time. Both teams are warming up on the field. I got a feeling that we'll be back on track here pretty quick. And then when we do get going, we'll try to get everybody updated on rosters. We got a few new faces, and we're trying to get the game card team identified by their players.
I can feel like 80 racks in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back is getting scary. If you keep them with my eyes, don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like this is Terry. Rich and Millie cuss a Lambo. The only kid is better, I'm commando. Every time I'm in my trap, I move like Rambo. And the nigga look at Philly that I can't go. For real. She's already rich. I graduated, call me Big Fish.
Outstanding. Well, there's anybody better in the business, folks. It's Coach Brookshire. He'll get us intel. He doesn't care where he's got to get it, but he'll get it for us. So 7 minutes, 45 seconds. We're about ready to get going. So get yourself situated. Grab a friend. Get online. Here we'll kick off for Wolves Nation.
10 piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I show you how to that's cool. If you really gonna fall, take it fall, when you back against the wall, and I'm punching, need you to go away. Still going back on the moon way. Saw you last night, but did it go away.
Test, test. How's that sound now?
Test, test.
I'll tell you, it takes about 20 seconds, so just talk for like 20
Oh, I got it. Okay, we're going to do some mic tests here real quick, but while we get over, why don't we read some of the names here on the Wolves tonight, just to do our mic test. So number 2 tonight is Jens Halley. Number 3 is Jack Crandall. Number 5 is Connor Karch. Number 9 is Nico Frantella. Number 10 is Kason Goldie. 11 is Finn 7. Number 13, George Hunkins. Go ahead, Coach. Number 14.
Number 14, Lincoln Reynolds. 16, Reese Wegworth. Micah Schiff will wear 17 tonight. Number 20 is going to be Andrew Grant. You can look for him in the defensive backfield and also handling place-kicking responsibilities. Number 24 is Ryder Ongst. Number 25 is Alex Simmons.
Number 28, Tanji Akara, left. Number 32, Macha. Number 33, Ram Rishi. Number 35, Aniv Arada. Number 41, Arush Goyal. And number 48, Cody Peck.
Number 56 will be worn by Chris Brookshire, who, Jim, he's going to slide inside tonight and play center, by the way. Matthew Fadul is out this evening, so that's going to be something the Wolves are going to have to work around. Number 59 is going to be worn by Andrew Bowler. Hudson Barbeau wears 61. He is still fighting the injury bug, hopefully getting back next week. Mentioned that Matthew Fadul is also out sick tonight. He normally would wear 65, but again, the Wolves will be without his services tonight.
66, Tejas Emiliachi. Not sure, I've never seen that new name. Arush Naki. Number 75, Steele Simpson. Double 7 is Big Jack Ord. Number 78, Julian Meyer, run the front line today. And number 80 is Sohan Pullman.
Rounding out the roster for the Wolves, Jim, 81 is going to be Charlie Jensen. We saw him play at left tackle last week on the offensive side and, of course, hold it down on his defensive end spot. Number 86 is Adhav Ramesh. And number 88, another guy that we just can't get healthy. Hope to see him soon, though. One of my favorites and one of yours.
Yes, right.
Adrian James Coleman.
A.J. Coleman. Tonight, our Wolves are led tonight by Coach Ed Kinney. Coach Daria is out there. Coach Jones is out there tonight. And I think we've got a lot of our varsity players kind of singing around the sidelines. So hopefully we'll get a little team support when it comes to the game. Our captains are starting to come to the center of the field here. So another 4 minutes before we kick this off.
Jim, what are you looking for tonight with this team? You got to see them up close and personal last week at Bothell. To my eye, it looked like a normal C-team first game. There's some stuff you got to like. There's some stuff you got to improve on. And it looked like pretty much everybody at least got to get in and get a little bit of action on the field.
Yeah. Coach, one of the things I saw was we made good contact at the line. I liked the way the players didn't have a lot of penalties. But what I didn't like was when we get the ball past the line of scrimmage, our execution upfield was just typical C teams, typical first player not initiating their blocks and carrying it forward. And I think it's a miss for us because if Huckins can get just a little bit of real estate, he can go a long way with it.
Well, with George being out tonight, probably expect to see Jack Crandall get the bulk of the carries. Seemed to me last week that the passing game struggled a little bit, and I couldn't help but think to myself, one of the great ways to get a passing game going is to just be dominant on the ground. If you can get your opponent to commit an extra safety down into that box and get heavy down there, ostensibly, we should be able to throw the ball up over the top. And boy, we have some receivers. We know this.
Yeah, we definitely got players that can run the ball or can catch the ball. We really just got to make sure when they make those routes, they get there, and the ball heads their direction. I think the biggest thing I saw about when we got the ball in the air last week is we didn't look quite like we knew we were going with it yet. And that was a fairly obvious when I watched receivers run routes and stuff like that. But we'll
new year, new offense, new route tree.
That's right.
It gets a little bit confusing for these guys. They need the reps. They just need time on the field.
Yep.
Boy, defensively, what stood out to me was the tackling or lack thereof up at Bothell. I'm
too much high tackling.
I'm thinking to myself, we didn't force a punt. We did force a turnover on downs late in the game. Made a nice little stand, but boy, did they gouge us between the tackles. It's sure going to help getting Jack Ort back in the lineup tonight at the defensive tackle spot. Hopefully, eating up blocks and making some plays.
Just to make a hole, just to fill a hole too. Boy, everybody at home, if you're listening here, Coach Brookshire is one of the best defensive minds are out there. I think you'll watch tonight a lot better defensive eye on this. I think one of the things I appreciated with Coach the years that we coached together was just his ability to be the best scout quarterback I ever saw in my entire life. So if there's anybody who could run a better play, it was him. So keep your eye out tonight for his watchful eye on our team. 1 minute 44 seconds to go before kickoff. I think we've got our captains have selected. I didn't quite see what the call was there. They must have did it when we were not paying attention. So
I imagine when they clear the players off the field, the officials will step out and let us know, Jim. And
outstanding.
Hey, whatever happens, we'll take it. Yep. It's a great night for football out here. It's mid-September. The sun's shining, nice. At least for a little while longer.
Yep.
Temperatures are getting a little bit cooler. It's pretty much picture perfect.
Okay, Wolf Nation, 1 minute 15 seconds. We'll be back to get our starting kickoff teams and receiving teams, and we'll take a couple of minutes to identify some of our sponsors, and then we'll get rolling here. So let's get ready for Wolves football. Again, you watch the referee for his signals, right? Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eastlake High School Stadium, home of the Eastlake Wolves.
Okay, Nation, we're back on. Here we go.
We especially want to welcome Gig Harbor Tides. You guys made it. Welcome to Savannah.
So, Coach, your intel you got from your special source today. What are we keeping our eyes on for Gig Harbor? Number 34. Yeah, we are fortunate, aren't we? Outstanding. We got a crack crew up here tonight. We got a great production crew. Sean Crandall's holding the fort down on our camera. We'd love to hear from you. If you got a comment or you want to respond back, send us a note, email, hashtag, and then we'll try to make that happen here in the booth. We look pretty good. We got our teams in there. We got some varsity guys hanging inserts. So we got some hometown support, and we're getting ready to go here. Yeah, right there. That's right. We're doing it all ways. All right, folks, here we go. Eastlake's going to be up on the north side of the field. Gig Harbor is going to defend the south end of the field. Looks like Eastlake's going to kick off here. Boy, if there's anything that Coach loved, it was always a kickoff running in his lanes, and we'll see how it goes tonight. What do we got out there? So number 48, Cody's out, Nico, Alex.
Tides are going to receive the kickoff by number 20, Andrew Grant.
Okay, Eastlake lines up, gets ready for the kick. Gig Harbor running a 5-2 in the front. I got 2 men deep in the back, and we're off. Little kick to the 30. Gig Harbor brings it back to the middle of the field. And a host of tacklers bring him down. Nice job right there. Well done.
Grant's kick received by number 20, Matt Wishman.
So Jack Crandall on tackle, about a 5 or 6 yard gain for Gig Harbor, starting just past the 36-yard line.
Tackle made by the Wolves, Nico Frantella and Jack Crandall.
Outstanding coverage on that. Way to swarm to the ball.
Spotted about the 35-yard line. Looks like 37-yard line.
Is out tonight. Was sick this week. He is not in uniform.
All right.
We start Rom Rishi and Chris Brooks here at the linebacker spots, and it's great to see Jack back up there in the front, hopefully gobbling up blockers.
4-man front on the edge. Inside. Outside edge. Nice job there. Connor Karsh came in from the top of the and closed that edge down, took it away from him. I got looks like about 5 yards on that.
And number 5, Connor Karsh. It's second down.
Good to see Casey Goldie getting up there and sticking his nose into that business, Jim. We're going to need a little bit better edge setting by our ends tonight, and hopefully corners can come up and force on those outside run plays.
Absolutely, Coach. I think the best thing to do here is keep putting that pressure up in the front, make that quarterback have to make a decision quick. Gig Harbor goes into a pistol, and they go out 2 up top, 2 down the bottom. Gig Harbor goes into the pistol. Wide screen. Well, close the gap. Carson, nice job by Jack Crandall. Close that edge. Even though they got a first down, he took that edge away pretty quickly.
Number 29, Wyatt States. That's good enough for a first down.
A little bit of insight on this guy. They said he's going to be fed.
Tackle made by Jack.
They were right. They were right. Never underestimate the grandparents. First down for Gig Harbor. Ball just spotted over the 49-yard line. Gig Harbor back up under center again. Power position on the right side. Inside zone to the right. Oh, that cuts into it. It looked like it was tripped up by number 80.
Carried by number 32, Walt Hartman for the Tides.
Sohan did the trip up.
Number
Didn't close
20,
it.
Andrew Grant making the tackle for the Wolves.
Attaboy, Andrew. That's what I'd like to see come through there. So that gives Gig Harbor 2nd and 3. Nope, 2nd and 4 for Gig Harbor. Again, up under center. Heavy on the right side, down low here. Once again, outside zone in there. 32 splits it through there. This tackle on that side. Brought down by a host of Wolves there.
Big gain by number 32, Walt Hartman for the Tides. Tackle bait by number 3.
Lost
Jack
the edge
Reynolds
on that
for
one,
Wolves,
Coach,
and
and they
that's
got in there
enough for
about
a
20
Tides
yards
first
off of
down.
that one. Make that one mistake, and that's what'll happen. They'll slice through it pretty quick.
Doesn't matter if you're talking about teaching guys that are in the 5th grade or their 5th year in the NFL, coach. It's always going to be about setting that edge and trying to turn that ball carrier back into the teeth of the defense to get higher help.
Yep. Once again, Gig Harbor comes up under center with a 5-man front for the Wolves. They go back to pistol with 2 up and 2 down. And they're heavy on the left side or the near side. Man in motion. Watch that pitch out there. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a hold right there. Yeah, we got a flag coming there. Yeah. Nico wanted to get a lawyer on that one. He was definitely taken down unlawfully on that one. So that was a good play. There you go. Good play on Nico. Came right up on that, and the defender had to grab him to hold him off. Otherwise, I think he was going to take. There's going to be a loss on yardage there. So that'll bring him back 5, I'm sure.
You know, Jim, I'll say this for that receiver: if you're going to get a penalty, don't get cheated. And boy, he didn't. I mean, there was the block in the back, but then, you know, for good measure, he went ahead and did it again.
Yeah, threw him right down the ground. He
Sure.
thought, I'm going to get my money's worth out of this one.
100%, man. 100%.
This is first and 20 here.
At the 38-yard line.
All right, well, now that the Wolves have the Tides behind the chains a little bit, we'll see if they can turn loose a little bit of pass rush from those ends. Looks like Charlie Jensen's out there to the near side.
Back up under center for Gig Harbor. Man in motion.
Okay, another end around.
Right
Here it comes.
There you go. Another possible hold on that one there. Nico came down the line and did a good job. It just got to break down a little better than that.
Ball carried by number 29, Wyatt States.
So 2nd down and got about
picked up a good chunk
8,
there.
9 yards there about.
Yeah,
about
of
8 yards.
A lot of it back. We're looking at a 2nd and 12, and the Wolves are just going to have to stiffen up and make the field smaller.
Near
Too much
side
space.
ball. We're gonna, Gig Harbor's gonna take an edge here. Maybe you can put the ball up in the air.
Well, they haven't run short side yet, and I think until the Wolves take it away from them, they'll keep running to the wide side of the field and look for that daylight.
Wing right.
Here he comes again, number 32.
There he goes.
Okay, you got to attack that.
Yeah, that was a call for sure.
Tides, number 32.
We're getting through the line, I see, but we're not getting the penetration inside on the edges. That gave the Tide back another 8.
And also number 20,
So that brings them up to 3rd down and about.
Tackle for the Wolves. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6 or 3rd and 5. Yep, 3rd and 4. Big down here. Big down here. Gig Harbor comes out of their huddle. Looks like they're going back up under center again.
Wolves could use a little penetration, Jim, and boy, I'd just love to see those ends pinch those guys and
Man
set
in
that
motion.
edge.
Here comes that play inside again, right there.
Okay, a little lead play up inside.
Oh, there you go, boys. I think that was a stop. I think that might be
Number 9, that was Nico diving at his feet and getting a little bit of help.
Like that. Like that tackle too.
Yep.
Shoulders down, right through the ball carrier.
Nico Frantella making the tackle for the Wolves.
Nico was the first
4th
man
down,
there.
1 yard. Here we go. Got to put a play on this. Okay, Wolves have got to get tough on this side of it. Okay,
I imagine they'll treat this about like a goal line here, Jim. They're going to pinch the middle and try to squeeze everything down.
Yep. Okay, Gig Harbor comes back on that power position there. Wing on the left and probably comes into motion. They're going to try to draw him offside there by the looks of that. No. Timeout looks like Gig Harbor. So good job by the Wolves. They're not jumping off and giving that free one to them.
Yeah, that's excellent discipline right
Yeah,
there.
right
You know
there
you're
it
going to
was.
get the hard count. Why not get it easy?
Yeah. Don't take those easy ones. Well, I like that. Let's see if we can't just put some stop up front. That's where we really got to do it. And you're right. Those ends have just got to get themselves in position to force that ball inside.
Well, I like what Gig Harbor's doing on this drive. They're trying to establish that off-tackle run. We haven't done a great job of taking it away yet, so they keep feeding it, and it's just pop into the outside real quick with quick hitters. Again, the handoff off tackle, the little swing passes. These are high percentage, easy to do plays.
Yep.
And boy, until the Wolves step up and start turning those ball carriers back into the heart of the defense, we're going to be seeing
chasing
Gig
those
Harbor.
edges for a lot.
Yeah,
chasing
they're
those
going
edges.
to keep moving the chains. And
Okay, here we go. We're going to get a 4th down. Gig Harbor comes right out of the timeout, right on the line. I want to see a little more hustle out of Wolves here. We got to get walking around like we're going shopping.
all right, well, double tight with a wing to the left. This is what they might call heavy personnel.
Yeah, this is a right in there. Oh, no penetration in the line.
And that was just too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy.
We could get that down. We're just coming off that tackle, do it. So easy first down on Gig Harbor's.
First down for the Tides.
Came up along outside zone, up around the tackle.
Number 33, Ram Rishi.
And Gig Harbor takes a first down. 5 minutes left here in the first. Gig Harbor comes straight out of their huddle again. Looks like they're in a 2x2 in pistol. Quick screen again. That ball's off the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to defend against an errant throw, so we'll take that one.
Skip passes. That's.
It's going to be second down, Tides.
Well, this is where the Wolves did show a little bit of muster last week, Jim. The field gets a little smaller down here. There's not as much real estate to defend. They did a pretty effective job down in the red zone against Bothell, getting a stop in one situation, blocking a field goal in another. So maybe we can force Gig Harbor to earn every yard here and turn this into a kick or some kind of a turnover.
Yep. Gig Harbor comes out of it, run up under center, strong back with a wing on the left. Inside, rolls right, and we got Jack Gord all over him. Get that ball.
Oh my goodness.
Well done. Just well done. We had pressure on the quarterback. We had the ball thrown up, and we almost had a tip by Connor Karsh in the end zone. Well done, Coach.
Connor got a hand on it. Wyatt States, their receiver, got a hand on it. Luckily, it fell harmlessly incomplete.
Yep.
Now we got a 3rd and 10, and this is a great opportunity for the Wolves to get their defense off the field and force a field goal here.
Yep. We had lots of pressure on that quarterback, and he had to throw that. That could have been a pick there for sure.
Terrific penetration by Jack.
Tell you what, Coach, your thoughts on any kind of blitz or stunt that we haven't done much of that. I'd love to see Christopher get one of those right in this time.
Well, what we found out is that Liam Cole, their quarterback, is a righty, and he's got the wide side of the field to his right. So I would look for possibly another rollout pass to the right, even if he drops straight back.
Get some pressure up on the top for Gig Harbor.
Get some pressure in his face, and it's always nice to make a guy.
Inside.
Oh, there's the handoff.
There we go. Nice
Phil.
tackle.
Case and Goldie. Case and Goldie with the first contact. Chris Brooks here finishes him off. That's great
That's what we
work.
want to see right there. That's how the corners come up and take that away.
Yeah, excellent read and react by Cason right there on the corner.
Well done. No gain on that. Well done, Wolves.
You know, I used to say to the kids a lot, Jim, that it's not about the guy who gets his name called by the PA announcer. He gets the credit for the tackle. Maybe it's the guy who makes the play. Right there, that was all Case and Goldie flying up. He knocked the running back off course, forced him to spin. That was plenty of time for Chris to close in and
close
just
that deal.
Yeah,
close that
shut
deal
it
quick.
down.
That was just good. 4th down.
Okay, so Gig Harbor does bring out the kicking unit here. They're going to try a field goal from the 20-yard line, left hash. This is going to be a 30-yard attempt.
See if we get some pressure here to get this ball knocked down.
Hey, always cool to see place kickers do their thing at the C-team level, right?
Yeah, look at this. Ball's up, and it's through, and I think it's wide. I don't think it made it.
No good.
Wide left.
No good.
Yeah, wide left. So Wolves did a good job there, folks. They did a great job of holding back in that, especially in that last down we had, and that turns it down to over for us.
Bend, but don't break.
That's right. Well done. I like that. That Goldie, that Christopher on that 3rd down was big. That was just a big play.
Yeah. Gig Harbor almost caught the Wolves sitting on the pass there, and the guys stayed home, did a good job of reading and reacting to what the offense presented them.
Well done. Well, now we get to see the Wolves offense, Coach. This is if they need you, they can always call up the booth to get you, but I think at this time, we'll see what Connor Karsh can do for us this time.
I think Coach Kinney will have these guys ripping tonight.
I love it.
Big thing is it starts up front with those big guys, right? We need to see guys get knocked off the ball. I thought
Charlie, Jack, Steele, Julian.
Yep. Julian, I believe, is going to slide over to left guard tonight. That's Chris Richards' normal spot.
Tonight,
and Chris will be snapping.
Well, that's a great lineup right there. Go up top. We got Kasem up the high side, and it looks like Nico down low on us. We're running Connor out of the pistol. We got a wing. We got a strong left going on the front.
All right, so that's Arush Goyle. I hope I'm saying his name right there. Arush is filling in there at the left guard position.
Wow, that was a broken play all the way down.
Yeah.
So we had a Roosh come in motion to a.
No, he's playing at the left guard. It looked like that was who was that? Was that
Finn.
Nico?
That was
Finn.
Finn.
Finn seven.
Carrying the
Okay.
ball for the Wolves.
Technically a forward pass right there, which is a pretty good play design because if the ball finds its way to the ground, it's harmless. Incomplete. Instead, we're looking at a 2nd and 17. That's not so great.
No, we got to run that football when we get it. Can't tippy toe like that. You got to put your foot in the ground and go.
Yeah, that penetration was real quick.
Was that 72 on Gig Harbor they got through there, or was that their linebacker? I think it was a linebacker that came in through the B gap.
Well, blitzing early in the game to see where the soft spots are is probably a pretty good defensive strategy
for them. All right, we're split up high, down low, 2 and 2. We got a strong right on this Connor in the pistol. Snap out. Connor with his feet, going to make some action. A lot of bouncing around each other, down to the 30. Just about to the 30-yard line. So that wasn't a bad run for Connor, using his legs and getting the ball down the field.
Designed as a pass, turns into a run. Yep. Connor did that effectively last week. Jim, we've seen that kid do that for a long time.
Yeah, Coach, we watched that a long time.
He can throw it, but boy, his feet are pretty doggone good.
We lost him late in the game last week because of cramps. I'm hoping the boys this week did themselves some hydration and got themselves ready to play football.
Couple degrees cooler, getting to play at home and not have to sit on a bus. It all makes a difference. 3rd and 2 for the Wolves here, Coach. What do you think you got?
One up high. We got 2 down the low side, and we got a wing. We got a power right. Man in motion. Nico goes in motion on it. Inside hand.
Really keep it simple. I love that. Yep. I love that. Keep it simple. Oh, there's a face mask. He breaks it anyways. Doesn't matter.
And run up the front there. I think we're going to get an incidental face mask too on that play. So Jack Crandall put his shoulders down, a little Eric Dickinson, and ran through the line like that.
Love the simplicity on that. Just run it up inside, get behind those big fellas, keep it simple. You only need a couple of yards to get a fresh set of downs, and instead they get a big chunk play. Love that.
Incidental, thanks, Matt.
Looks like a face mask, which should be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, Jack, you can tell when Jack got through that line, he had a lot of real estate. He just put his shoulders down, kept moving forward. That's the way it went.
Coach,
we've seen Jack run like that a lot.
This is a heartbreaker. They gave him the 15-yard variety, so the Wolves are going to get it clear down at the Gig Harbor 30-yard line. This is terrific.
Oh, that's a big penalty there. That's a big penalty. Let's see if we can capitalize on that for sure. Well done on that front, Jack, just to look through, find that hole, and get through the secondary, or get into the secondary and got himself some real estate. I wouldn't be surprised to get countered again with another run like that, with all this real estate down here in front of us.
Like we were talking about in the pregame, if you can get those linebackers cheating up, if you can get those safeties coming down closer to the box, now you got the chance to do the play action pass and throw over the top.
Yep, strong right, two down the near side, goalie up on the top, pistol formation, man in motion, Nico. There you go, inside again to Jack Ham. Getting met real fast. Jack keeping his leg moving and going upfield. I love that. No, tell you what, he was met in the backfield and still got 3 out of that.
Ahead for a few extra yards there.
That's some terrific work by number 3 right there, Coach. He does run hard, and tonight's a great opportunity for him. He's going to be getting the lion's share of the carries with Hunkins out, and it'll be a great chance for Jack to show us what you and I both know he can do.
When he got hit in that backfield like that, he was determined to get to that line of scrimmage, and he got 3 out of it. So we're going to a second and looks like 8 here, maybe 7.
A little troubling, the interior penetration that the Tides are getting in the A and B gaps there. And again, they're shooting linebackers, but the quickness of their up front defensive linemen seems to be giving our guys a little bit of trouble as well.
We're not taking very well care of that, are we? Jack Ward on the right side there on the right tackle. Up high is goalie. Looks like Nico's on the front. Or Nico's in the backfield in motion.
All right, so that's different.
Yep,
they just brought Steele in at the left guard position, and he immediately used him on that trap block. You saw him pull around behind Chris, and boom, big hole.
Wolves first down.
I like that, and I like that flare out that Nico did. That took that linebacker away from the play. That opened up the entire middle right there. It was a good call.
It's window dressing, but it distracts the defense. It gets their eyes looking elsewhere. And that's the whole idea. It's a simple concept, but you're just trying to give them something to think about and make them a step slower.
Yep. So first down on the Wolves, about a minute. We got 10 seconds. I think we're going to have a runoff here. We're going to go into the second quarter by the looks of things. So with that being said, we'll kind of recalibrate for the second quarter. But did like how we moved the ball like that with some movement, and it gave us a chance to get a lot more real estate. And we ended up the first quarter with, I think, a pretty good couple of drives out of the Wolves, Coach. And I think we're starting to see maybe a couple of these guys starting to get into the game now.
Yeah, Steele Simpson, 75, coach. He's a guy to keep an eye on tonight. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for him.
Yep, I do too, coach. He played a good game. He played hard last week. All right, with second quarter coming around, I want to thank some of our sponsors that are a big part of what we do here at the Wolves. Kinson & Kinson is one of our core sponsors. They've been here with us for many, many years, and we appreciate all the help and support they give our program and our players. And Pine Lake Ale House. What do I have to say more about the Pine Lake Ale House other than that? There's a good place to eat and drink. Come on down to the Ale House. Support our local, our sponsors down there, because everything we do down there also benefits all our players up here. So
Jim, if we ever come up with a fifth quarter, it seems like the natural place to put it,
That's
right?
exactly right.
Just future planning. I'm just laying out a thought.
More
right
down,
there,
more
okay?
idea. They don't call him the best coach in the business just because he thinks football.
That's right. We're thinking 360 degrees, 24/7, Jim.
I love that. I love that. Okay, we get ready for the second quarter, and the Wolves now are changing. They're going to the north side of the field. They're coming out of the huddle here, and we've got some good momentum.
Fresh set of downs with trips to the left.
Yep, trips on our near side.
I like this. Spread them out. Make them defend the whole field. You've only got 2 DBs over there, so you've got a number advantage. You could swing past to Nico right here, or try to drag those guys inside, and instead, false
That looked
start.
like it. That looked like Gig Harbor. Might have been dead ball. Yeah. So we got a false start. Looked like our.
Start call against Eastlake. The ball's going to come back.
Might have been Charlie. It
looked like it. You know, these things happen.
Yep.
It gives us an opportunity to pad our yardage stats, Coach.
Yep.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
But you really don't want to shoot yourself in the foot like that and get behind the chains. So
Rehuddle here. We're down 5. First and 15. I like the combo that we were coming out with, though. So let's see if we can.
Like that trips to the field.
Trip to the near side again. Jack Crandall on the short side.
And the tides adjust. They walk a linebacker out a little further out.
Right up the front there.
Yep.
I backed off. Good play. Good play. Carson looks the pocket, moves with his feet, gets it back to about the line of scrimmage on that. So
keeps the ball, runs up the middle for a few yards.
Greg Harbor did a good job defending that. Most of our players, but our receivers, like I said last week, Coach, receivers have got to move around for the ball. They got to look for the ball. I think they're not doing enough of that.
Yeah, the timing's just a little bit off, right? Connor may be giving up on it a little quick. Of course, that's easy to say and do when you've got pressure in your face. So he's got to make a decision to just try to get something out of it and turn it into positive yards. Hey, they're back at the original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Yeah,
so 5 yards. I mean,
2nd and 10. This is manageable.
Yeah, here we go again. Wolves come out of that huddle. We got near side. We have Macha and Goldie. On top, we have and Jack Crandall on the near side here. Back to the pass again. Oh man, in the open.
Oh, what a catch!
Oh, that
what
was a catch.
By Finn Seven. Holy, wow!
Jason?
No, that was Finn Seven. Coach.
Finn Seven. Sorry about that.
Ran that quick
well
out
done,
up there.
Finn. Way to come back to the ball. Third down.
Diving catch to pick up 5 or 6 for the Wolves. That's pretty good.
There, yeah. So third, looks like about 3rd and 5 here. Wolves are still in striking distance here.
You know, it was really fun this summer, Jim. I was out on the baseball diamond a good bit, and I ran into Finn a couple of different times playing for the FOC Bears squad that he plays for out of Issaquah there. And it's just cool to see kids out doing their stuff, right?
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, we spent a lot of time with a lot of those boys right there in front of us. And all last season, we had a great youth varsity program run by, obviously, our coach here. But it's nice to see these boys starting to develop from here. All right, Wolves come out of there. We get 2 and 2 again up on our wings. Kind of right out of pistol with a deep. Oops. I think we got a false start again. Signals false start from the sidelines.
Didn't see where the movement was on that one, Coach.
Must have been, I think that far judge called it, so that's going to bring us back 5. I'm going to clean that up a little bit.
Yeah, 2 penalties now on the drive. If you have that yardage back, we're looking at 1st and goal.
Let's
so
give all that real estate back that you already won.
Well, let's see if we can take some lemons and turn them into lemonade right here on a 3rd and 10.
This 3-man front that Gig Harbor is running here is, not overpowering, but we're not seeming to get taking the dominance to them.
Well, we were told up front by the grandparents, and again, I tip my cap to the Gig Harbor grandparents. Bless their heart for the great scouting report. Number 72, you're seeing him line up as one of their ends in that odd front. Number 72 is Taz Santori, and he has been a problem so far.
The Tasmanian, I like it. Got trips to the near side here, one up to the top.
Okay, here comes Jack out into the flat.
In the flat. And
it's a quarterback draw all the way.
He gets a couple of yards in front of him. He's going to make it in the end zone. There you go. Touchdown, Wolves. Well done. I got a flag, though. Unfortunately, we got a flag coming.
Boy, I love the play design there.
I like
Again,
that play
window
too.
dressing for the defense. It takes their eyes sideways, and then it just opens right up.
So a holding call against the Wolves. That'll bring them all back.
Oh, that's a tough one. We get a call on that. What number it was? Probably one of the inside guys. Oh, that was too bad.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. That's a 10-yard penalty there. That hurts.
Well, you take a score off the board, and now you make it a 3rd and I don't know many coaches who have something on their play sheet for 3rd and 20, Jim.
Not that I played with you, Coach. I haven't seen that. Even when you were running scout for us, we didn't have that play.
No. Throw it up high and hope it works
Just
out
hope it comes out in the right hands.
Jeez Louise.
That one hurt. And that was such a good play, too, because we had the receivers in motion running those guys back, and Connor had tons of real estate.
Looked for all intents and purposes like it was going to be a little swing pass, try to get Jack out into some space.
See that same thing.
As soon as Connor looked off those linebackers, they vacated.
Near side Andrew Grant down here. Man in motion. Nico, handoff to Jack Crandall. Gets a lot of room on the front there. Getting to the edge.
If he can bounce it. Nope, ran out of time. Boy, I did like the line surge there.
I like that too. I thought Jack would turn that inside and get about 5 or 6 out of that, but we got about 6 on that one probably. Probably 6 on. So 4th and 6.
4th and 16. They're kind of a no man's land here. I think this might be a little much to ask of your kicker.
Yeah.
So they keep the offense out there, and we'll see what happens.
Tell you what, it's hard. Those Gig Harbor ends, or at least the corners that come up, are taking that away pretty quickly. So that edge isn't really there for us right now. Connor waiting for the signal.
Looks like the officials are going to call a timeout here.
Timeout.
Might have an injury of some kind. Eastlake timeout. Okay, here we go.
Going to think through this and see what they're going to do here, but yeah, they're in this 10-yard run. You get a 10-yard pass. You get a 5-yard. You still got to get them at least under your 20 if there's anything you can do.
Well, one thing that seems to be effective so far, Jim, is spreading this defense out. When the Wolves have been able to get defensive backs and linebackers walked out from the formation and spread them out a little bit, they are finding some running lanes. I'd be interested to see here if Coach Kenny opts to run with trips or some kind of a bunch formation out wide, just to see how the Tides react to it, how they want to defend that, and if they consider it a threat or not. If they crowd the box, you throw outside. It's a simple numbers game.
Yep. I like when we're in that trips formation too, where you can run that receiver screen in there, because usually if Macha or we got with Andrew or even Kasem in there, or Nico, right, or Jack coming in through the inside, we've got blockers in there. We just haven't been able to get to that edge, or at least kind of play with that edge for the last couple of 3 plays. Okay, that comes out of the timeout. 6 minutes and 39 seconds here. Still 0-0 for both sides here. We've got a pretty good matchup going on here. And then Wolves are in a situation where they're 4th and about 14 or 15.
All right.
We're in the backside of the end zone here.
Two receivers to either side. You got Macha lined up as a wing to the left.
We got an unmanned over. Macha plays strong side, Connor. Ball's going up in the air. There it is. Oh, and a tip ball.
Tip ball by the middle linebacker. Took it away. It looked like it was headed out to... Looking for Finn 7 on the slant there. Yep.
Didn't do it. So that's a turnover and downs to Gig Harbor, and the Wolves are turning it down over on the 20-yard, about the 24-yard line.
Finn ran a nice route. The defender
there
just
had a good tip. Just good defensive play. Can't take that away from him.
Nope. Tough window to throw into there for Connor. Probably needed a little bit more room, but and I'm not sure if Finn catches that. If he can make it to the goal line, it would have been a sprint. He's going sideways. That's a tough order.
That would have been a tough run to get in there, but it definitely was an effort that I think they both tried pretty good at.
Tip that ball.
Their middle linebacker. I don't remember the number though.
All right, so Jack Crandall jumps up to the linebacker spot now, playing opposite of Chris Brooks here in this 4-2-5 defense. Yeah, we've got a safety walked up close, and that's
edge
probably
again.
a good thing.
He's
but
giving that edge away. There goes Jack Crandall on the edge trying to take him down.
Yep.
And he chased him. Oh, he let him go. And he got stepped out of bounds. So Jack had him about 4 yards into it, maybe 5, but then he slipped out of his paws and got himself up another 6-8 yards on that. So.
Yeah, what these defensive ends are just going to have to figure out how to do on the fly here, Coach, is they're going to have to figure out how to get to that outside shoulder of their tackle or
Yep,
tight end.
yep.
And just set that edge. You're talking about a piece of real estate. This is a great big football field, right? It's 110 feet wide by 300 feet long if you exclude the end zone. It's a big space. And we're talking about trying to own something that's roughly the size of a hula hoop.
That's right.
If we can do that, we're fine. If we don't do that, it's going to be a problem.
If you're at home and you can see what Coach Brookshire was talking about your hula hoop, run in the garage and go get it. It'll help you understand exactly what he was trying to say there. Because it's exactly what we're trying to do is get that end, close that down, take that away from them. You know, really, Jack had the speed to get to that edge, which really took it away pretty quickly, but he just didn't. We need to have pursuit tacklers going to that ball, too.
Absolutely.
Just can't have one guy tackle. Got a group tackle. Who's down now? We got down.
Number
Andrew
20,
Grant
that's
right
Andrew
now.
Grant.
Hey, boys.
So the one thing I don't want you to do is horse around and do things and compare the coaches. Stay focused.
Well, it looks like Andrew's back
All
up
right,
and at
Mr.
least
Grant's
walking
back
off.
at it, yep.
Yeah,
Good-
he's
good
walking
to
off
see.
on his own power. That's a good thing.
Yep. Need to have that.
Come over here, get yourself a glass of water, get oriented. You're going to be
Shake the
fine.
cobwebs.
Yep.
They were coming out of a player timeout.
That creates another interesting dynamic, though, Jim. Is that you don't want to see anybody get hurt ever. But in a case like tonight, you got your guy Andrew who works into that receiver rotation. He's a starting corner, and oh, by the way, he's your place kicker. And the other place kicker, Jens Hawley, is out
too.
so
next man up is who knows.
Yeah, you know what? Testing our knowledge of the depth chart, we need to
find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we need to do a lot of homework here. All right. Jack Horton getting help with a shoelace right there.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's good work if you can get it.
Yeah, right. Take it while you can. D. Carver comes in out of the huddle.
Boy, they're just packing it in, and they're just going to run power
they're gonna
football
run
at us
power
until we
football stop that.
Yep, until
Up
we
under
show them we
center.
can handle it.
Back in. Here it comes.
Yep,
Right
here
to
it
the
comes
edge.
right off the edge. Great job there by Finn.
There you go.
Really
Nice job.
good, and
Well
we chopped
done,
it.
boys.
We
That's the way
chopped
to
down
do
the
that.
running back right there.
Way to stand that up right there, Coach. That's a great job right there. Stand it up, force him in there.
Number 32, Walt Hartman, tackled by number 11, Finn 7 of the Wolves.
Boy, Finn made a really, really nice play right there.
It was well done.
Yep, just stood his ground, turned him in, and made him make a
Wait
decision.
for help to get there.
Yep. You don't have to do it all by yourself. That was terrific work.
2nd and 8 for the Tide. 5:47 left in our second quarter. They come out of huddle. Looks like they're going to go, like Coach had just said. His eye is telling us that they're going to keep pounding that ball. They come out of pistol with
Okay, quick throw. Wide receiver screen.
There you go. There you go. Good tackle there.
All right,
Jack Crandall.
Nico slowed him down a little bit. Jack closed it out. Again, Gig Harbor showing a propensity for working to the field side, right? They have not run a lot back into the boundary. They want to get out into some space. With that in mind, Coach, I'll tell you what I'd love to see is some backside pressure. They could absolutely roll the dice, maybe blitz Chris Brookshire. He plays the Mike linebacker position, which in this new defense that we're running, he's going to be playing to the boundary side, right? You see Jack Crandall,
right
number 3 right there. He's the other linebacker. He's the guy that's going to play to the field.
Right in that edge. There you go. Stop there. Well done there. Is that Christopher right there?
No, that was Jack. He shot the gap.
That boy. Jack Crandall with an outstanding eye to find the ball and get to the ball carrier. That's a loss of at least a down or two.
All right, 4th and 2. This is a critical stop if they can get it.
This is a big play right here. Let's not jump offside.
Hartman, the carrier for the Tides.
Good penetration on that right side, too. We got through the ball and got into the line and made him have to go out, take one step outside, and that's where Jack met him right there.
Love to see those big tackles up front, right? And you got the rotation, you got Jack Horton, you got Steele, and you got Julian, and these guys. Just gobble up those blockers and don't let them reestablish.
Gig Harbor. There we go on this side. There's a play right there. Oh, I thought he had him. Take him down, boys.
Play to be had.
I don't think they're going to give him that. I don't think they're going to give him that.
It's awfully close.
Now you're getting the far judge is signaling it's not.
That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to move the chains just barely.
Wow. That back judge didn't give us that signal, but there it is. Thought they had him in the backfield, Coach. I thought they at least had that.
The last play, number 48, Cody Peck, made a nice tackle as well.
Pretty nice penetration there by the Wolves.
Just not enough to hold him up at that first initial contact, right?
Yeah, it looks like he was able to fall forward to get what he needed, just barely.
Yeah, Gig Harbor running two on the far side, two on the near side with that power. Ball's up, going to go up in the air. Got a receiver coming this way. There you go. Gig Harbor quarterback.
What are you waiting for? Go get it.
Quarterback keeper for number 17.
About a 5-yard gain out of that one. They're definitely looking down on number 10 going down the sideline.
Boy, this is as midfield as it gets. It's right between the hashes, and it's on the 50, Coach.
Here's your 50-50 play, right?
2nd and 6. I think the whole playbook's open for Gig Harbor.
Gig Harbor's going to probably come with that.
Each team has a couple of timeouts left, Coach, and as we get to the 3-minute mark here before halftime, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches manage that.
Gig Harbor splits 2 receivers down the near side, 2 on the top on the far side, back in that power and position. Right, actually, that player's
all right, pass.
Screen again.
Yep.
Just check. 3 Wolves down in there.
Checking down to the flat.
Oh,
and
boy,
they've just got to wrap up. They've just got to wrap.
If there's anything that makes Coach Brookshire not sleep at night is watching tackles like that.
Tackle by a pack of Wolves.
You got to hang on that ball carrier, eyes and thighs. You got to get around there. You got to drive through that man like that.
Well, it's about want to. It's got to matter more to you than it does to him. 3rd and 4, the Wolves have an opportunity here.
That was probably a 4-yard or 2-yard loss and got a 2-yard gain on it just because we didn't get our tackle on it. So let's put some toughness in this now. Split receivers on it with a wing on the left side.
All right,
here comes the
quarterback
other side.
keeper.
Oh, long ball deep over his head.
Oh.
Tell you what, that was a pretty good throw because he had 2 Wolves just on his heel like that.
Some pretty good teach tape opportunity there for the coaches, Jim. That's one of those plays where it's like, oh gosh, and then it works out okay, and you say, okay, guys, we're going to look at that in the film room and figure out how to make that a little bit better.
Yeah, Coach, I think the one thing I've always learned from you is always making sure you get to the ball and get there quick.
Well, we teach DBs, deep is the deepest, wide is the widest, so we never love to see it when the ball's over their head, but sometimes those play action fakes, especially in a 3rd and 4 like that, these guys have been running effectively. It's pretty easy for these guys to kind of
get fooled by that.
Yep. They want to come up
and help. He came out of that scramble a little bit. Okay, 4th down here for the Wolves. We got dual wing backs by the looks of this here. Up under center again.
I think he's giving him the hard count and seeing if he could get the freebie.
I like that. Way to go, Wolves.
Yes. Staying disciplined.
Man in motion. There's the inside. Just missed that one. Oh, that might be. Did he make it?
Once again, I think he needed 5 and he got 5.
Ball carried by number 29, Wyatt Stays for the Tides.
I don't think they got it.
Down to 1:58.
That's a turnover. That's a turnover and down.
Wow, look at that. That's great.
Was good. Wolves got one there, Coach. They got one out of that one. He got through that edge, and I thought he was up.
Yeah, I really thought he got enough. That's terrific.
Well, it's all right. We'll take it. Well, the Wolves take it over and downs.
2 minutes, 2 timeouts, and
time to make a charge, Coach. Time to make a
looks like 55 yards to go.
Yep. We're gonna get the same. We're gonna get the same to get that same kind of opportunity to see what we got on our playbook. Connor brings that play in here, so now Wolves are coming into a 1st down, going the other way here, like you said. About a minute 50 in our 2nd quarter.
Before that last drive stalled out, Jim, I mean, the Wolves got their business done between the tackles.
Yep.
I'd like to see them run the ball here, pound it, make Gig Harbor prove that they can defend that, because that's where we got our chunks.
Big chunks, too. Nico in motion, ball coming around his edge. Jack Crandall on the front. Got to run quick, though. Got to run fast.
It's just too slow to develop, unfortunately. And that's not about Nico being slow, because you and I both know that guy can run like a gazelle. He is fast.
Yeah.
But that's just too slow to develop.
Yeah, and you saw that corner, if you were watching on screen here, that corner came down very fast and took that edge away. And he just ran downhill, and that usually what takes it away pretty quick.
Another safe play call, nothing doing though, so we've got a 2nd and 10, minute and a half left here. Wolves aren't operating with a heck of a lot of urgency yet. We'll see if they turn up the tempo here in the last 85 seconds of the 1st half.
Okay, Wolves come out of a, looks like they're going to a trip formation on the far side. Spread out, Jack Crandall, power right. There's our
little wide receiver screen to Nico, and there you go. Now you got a
That's
fast
what I
guy in
see.
space.
And we got a first down on that. Well done, Nico.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. That's the kind of speed, coach, that we know Nico's got.
Yeah.
Right? Get the ball and go. Get your nose upfield.
And he's one of those guys that gets fast, right? There's guys that can run straight line fast. Nico's one of those guys that he's got a little wiggle, he's got a little quickness, and so it doesn't take him long to get up to full speed.
Nope. He just needs a little. It just needs a little piece, just a couple of steps, and that's all he needs. We're going to a timeout for Wolves. About 56 seconds left here, and we got a good play out of that last one from Nico on that receiver screen.
Well, they're going to need at least one more big chunk play, Coach. We'll see what they dial up here coming out of the timeout. And the good news for the Wolves, they will receive the second half.
That's right. We get the ball in the second half.
This is where you want to win those middle minutes in the game, right? Last 4 minutes of the second quarter, first 4 minutes of the third. The Wolves have a golden opportunity here to untie this doggone thing and get a score on the board going into the half.
Definitely like that. I definitely like the last play there to give us some edge on it.
Thank you.
Set it back to 1-5.
Oh, well, that's lovely. We get some time put back on the clock here during the timeout.
Oh, back to 105. So, yeah, we got about, 10 seconds back for us? So we're coming out of the timeout, and it looks like we're set up. 2 receivers on the news side. Macha running our slant in there.
It's Finn 7 down at the bottom, Coach. Keep an eye on him. He's sneaky. He can get behind
Connor
the
rolls
defense.
off to the right. Got a lot of room with him. And there's another player down the middle of the field right there. Oh, he had Finn right there, but I think that ball was underthrown a little bit.
Yeah, and that's my fault. That was Case and Goldie down at the bottom. Finn came from all the way across the other side of the field. Deep over route, and it just wasn't there. Oh, and that's that doggone Benji Wathall. The grandparents told us about him, number 10. Yep, he is the pass defense right there.
Is super good. Nobody better in the business, folks. Nobody better in the business right there for intel.
Well, I'll hand it to them. They made the call to their son, who was sitting over at that time in the sun, enjoying the late afternoon rays, and he, like you and I, he occupied the sideline with this group of kids for a few years, so he knows them. He knows them.
He knows. It's good stuff.
So shout out to, I believe his name was Eric Tanner, Zach Tanner, that was helping us out. The dad, Henry, his son, number 34, is a linebacker, running back. I haven't called his number a lot yet tonight. We'll see how it goes in the
Nico
second
goalie
half.
down, and then Macha turning around on the tight end side. And Nico goes back in under the backfield.
It's a different formation here where they've walked Jack, the normal running back, up almost like an H-back here.
Oh, there you go.
And we get a free 5. That's great
Connor
work.
Karch with an excellent job of drawing off the defense. So offside probably gets an extra 5 out of that.
Birchman on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
Okay, now we got 5 extra yards here to play with.
Well, I think the Wolves will probably continue to try to set up some play action pass and take a shot down the field on one of these downs here coming up, Jim, because they're running out of daylight, 58 seconds left in the half. And, hey, if that weren't enough, we're getting things done on the ground. So giving Connor that option to maybe tuck and run if he doesn't like it.
Use those legs, use those legs.
Hopefully he's thinking about getting out of bounds and preserving clock.
And in motion. Spin.
Okay.
I like Steele. Did you see that pull on that one, Coach? I love that.
Yeah.
Well done, Connor. Just put his
Boy,
feet
and he
down.
just keeping those feet moving.
Well done. Well done.
But here's what I love even more. He gets tackled. You got 3 or 4 guys behind him looking for work down the field.
I love that. We love that.
Abhinav Macha's down there. Chris Brookshire down there. Finn 7 down there, all looking for somebody they can put a hat on, and that's what gets it done.
Steele with a great pull on that. Came right down the line. He took out that was defensive tackle, that right in the lane.
That was design quarterback run all the way, Coach.
All the way. Use those legs. First down the Wolves. Ball and snap back to Connor. The ball's up in the air. Got a man in the open. That's Macha. Macha with both hands on the ball dropped it.
Beautiful ball by Connor.
Boy, that was a great play. Good offensive line up front. Well done, executed.
That's one Abanov is going to want to have back 100 times because he catches that ball 99 times out of 100.
I think he didn't know how open he was.
Sometimes it gets
It might be
disorienting.
just that.
You're looking around. Where's the
I
defense?
can't believe there's no one around by me.
I'm running up the seam here. Did you not see me?
Well done by our offensive line. They gave Connor plenty of time. He had to fall down the field. He looked down. He saw Mach in the lane, and that's exactly what happened. But he just didn't complete the pass.
Abby is not the most broad-shouldered guy, but he is awfully tall. I bet he's every bit of 6'2".
He's got a lot of arm and length to him.
Yeah, you're not going to miss him.
Okay, Wolves back out of the huddle here. We're going to a trips. Nope.
Looks like they want to do a trips to the left, and they're going to spread Abanov out to the right this time.
Machi up on the high side. Jack Crandall on the strength.
Connor goes hard count again. We'll see what happens.
He might have had a false start.
Yep.
He just about caught him off guard, but I think we lost.
Against the Wolves, that'll back us up 5
Charlie or
yards.
Steele, I think, jumped a little bit.
Now
we gave away 5. That's not what we want to do down here. We are just about 23 seconds for the half here, so we got to get a play down in the end zone here. Let's not give one away.
Wolves still have a timeout to burn, Jim, with 23 seconds, so you got to think they're thinking put the ball in the air.
They'll get a timeout or even get a...
This is 4-down territory, though, all the way, especially with Andrew being a little gimpy.
So trips on your side again. We got Andrew.
Yep, that's Case and Goldie at the bottom, Finn in the slot. Nico's in tight with the formation. Connor giving him the hard count again. Yes, there he got it. We'll take the 5 back. Thank you very much.
So we're exchanging 5 yards on both sides, Gig Harbor. So we're back to even. Didn't lose any time, so that's good for us to get our ball mark back to the same spot. So definitely, Coach, that was a design play to try to get them to draw off, and that was a 3-snap count there.
Yeah.
There we go. Trips again.
Same formation.
Goldie, same formation. Let's see what we got here. Connor's got 1. Oh, pulls it down the screen. Now he's going to go. Oh, now he goes to the end zone. We got a man in the middle. There's a touchdown right there.
Is that Finn 7?
That Finn 7 comes in through the middle. We got a flag on the field, though. We got a flag on the field. I think we got a hold, gang.
Flag on the play.
And for the second time tonight, the Wolves lose a touchdown on a holding call. That is just brutal.
Yeah, that was bad. Probably when Connor rolled out, that's when we usually lose a lineman and kind of tries to let go a guy and hangs on to him.
It's a holding call against the Wolves. Going to back the ball up.
Well, there's a fellow we know pretty well down there on the sideline, Coach Derry Hansen. He does a tremendous job with the O-line. I'm so excited to have our guys playing for him this year. I'd wanted Christopher to play for Derry for years. He's just, the guy just gets it done. He's a tremendous instructor. He's got to be pulling his hair out on this.
Yeah,
just saying, oh my goodness.
That's an offensive defensive lineman's, coach kryptonite right there. And we went to a timeout too, did we there, Coach? Wolves or the Gig Harbor? So Gig Harbor calls a timeout with that. I think they knew the misplay on the backside of their secondary, so they were probably trying to make sure that we don't come back out there and exploit it again.
Well, let's see here. We've had 2 balls into the end zone that have been called back. We had the drop and the one that was called back, and we have the catch just now called back.
Yep.
It's the Wolves shooting themselves in the foot. Hopefully they can clean this stuff up.
Yep.
And they're sitting at the Tides 25. This is not a gimme.
No,
but they have time for 2 plays.
Yeah. Get a strike down. You got a timeout, so you got plenty of time to get the second play.
You got plenty of time. You can throw the ball in the middle of the field. You don't have to tell your ball carriers, "Oh, get out of bounds, get out of bounds." They can go into the middle of the field here and stretch it, and still get down and call a timeout in time to be able to get one last play off before the half. But I got a better idea. Why don't we just stick it in the end zone right here?
I like that, Coach.
Find a way.
That's why they call him the best in the business, folks. Just get in the end zone.
Yeah. It's like the Al Davis approach. Just win, baby.
Just win, baby.
So we'll see if Coach Kinney can dial it up here. I'm sure he's got
near side 2. We got
something.
top on that. Jack Karen on the right side. Man in motion. Nico sprint out. Gets a couple of tackles and goes out of bounds.
Smartly gets out of bounds. That's
10
great.
seconds left.
So now that changes the dynamic because you probably do have a chance if it's a quick hitter.
Yeah.
If it's a quick hitter, you could run 2 here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't almost mind just seeing what they could do if they spread the defense out again and ran that little trap up inside for Jack Crandall, because even if he just picks up 3 or 4, it'll happen so fast, right? We can,
right up there, yeah.
Yeah, we can get that timeout called and have a chance for one last snap.
Yep. It kind of brings a play in from the sideline. As Coach just said, we're going to think that this is probably going to be a play action or something that will give us a
3rd and 15 here, so the Wolves can pick up a first down. Not that it much matters with so little time, but the Wolves can theoretically grab a first down here without scoring.
Casey comes back on their side with Macha, so 2 up top, 2 down. Connor coming out of the snap and the pistol. Connor rolls right and a lot of real estate down there. Coming all the way to the back of the end zone.
Once again, a flag.
There's a flag somewhere. Oh,
Flag back by the line of scrimmage in the backfield,
They'll
actually.
Probably decline that.
I would think so.
That's probably a holding.
Definitely in the area.
4 seconds left in that play, so with a holding, that will drive them back another 10.
Oh, wait.
Jeez, face mask.
Not even sure how you do that on offense.
Incidental 5. Well, the Wolves end up getting a 5-yard incidental face mask.
5-yard hands the face penalty against the Wolves.
Not sure, especially rolled right on that, where it came out of. What'd you see, Coop?
Hey,
4 seconds left here with 5 yards, so that gets us back another 20. So we're on the 25 into the end zone. So this is going to be one of those plays that's going to be deep.
Well, I love the play they ran for Abanov down the seam, and that's going to be there. It's going to be tougher to get in a situation like this where the Tide are going to sit back and defend the goal line if they're smart about this. But that's going to be there in the second half. We just have to execute.
I mean, look at it. Look at that secondary right now, right to that middle seam right there.
Well, I'd love to see Nico run the deep over here, especially if Finn up there on the top side can do something to distract that DB. There goes Connor, taking off.
If he gets one block with that,
might be enough.
He might yank it all the way in, and Connor Karsh gets it in on the round. He brings it up around the sideline. Last play of the last. And Connor Karsh with his legs. And another flag. Oh, sorry, my commentary guy threw me off there. So Connor Karsh using his legs and his smarts to get that ball up on the right side, Coach. Dragged it all the way down the sideline, and a great block by Finn. And again, that's exactly what I like to see, those receivers up in the front like that. So
same misdirection concept there where we ran trips to the left. We bring Jack Crandall out in a motion. It's looking like swing pass all the way. Something's going to be happening over here. That's where all the people are. Whoops, no, that's not it. Connor takes off and sprints to the pylon.
And Finn 7, right? What a just outstanding block up there. That's exactly what gave us the extra 5 yards.
I'll tell you what, Coach, Finn's had a heck of a first half on both sides of the ball. He's really stood out.
He sure has. Okay, I guess the Wolves are coming out. Not sure if we're kicking.
Nope, this is the offense on the field. Here comes Connor to call a play. And they opt to put the ball, it looks like, in the middle of the field. They have not put it on a hash mark, so we'll see what they come out and run here to convert to.
I tell you. Okay, Wolves come out. We got trips on the far side. Case and Goldie down on the near side. Jack Crandall running power left. Snap comes out to Connor. Flare to Jack Crandall with a lot of room in front of him.
Yeah,
power through it into the end zone for Jack Crandall. 2 points. So that was a well set up play, Coach. Just a well set up play.
Ran right over the defender there. That was number 10, Benji Wallfall. And you know what? I don't envy Benji right there, Coach, because tackling a guy like Jack in open space.
That's a lot of work there. It's a lot of work.
No, you're going to have a little more fun going to the dentist, I think.
That's right. Well, Wolf Nation, we just ended the half on that with a great 2-point conversion on that, 8-0 for the Wolves. We're going to take a couple of minute break here from the booth with Coach Brookshire. I think he needs a glass of water for all the excitement he's had, and then we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so and get us started on that. So take a break, and we'll see everybody here in a couple minutes. How we sound so far? This is a great broadcast. With having a coach like this is outstanding. You're good. You're good. See that? Yeah, I saw the light.
Yeah, I want to do some production stuff so we have something to do during halftime, right? Like, could we Nice. I mean, not so nice for the viewing audience.
Well, it cleared out right. Like by the time I walked up.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, good stuff. I'll be here. Oh, okay.
You see that Diego interview?
No, I was on Pirate. Yeah, I was on baseball now.
You should send that to me.
I love that
In my mind, it's got you in my ride. The way you work it. This game is different. You only get one shower. No problem. big team, some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming without strings. Better be coming without strings. Some really nice things. We need some really big rings. Got a really big team. I got a really big team. Some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. Some really nice things. We need some really big rings. Got a really
So they used like it was undeniable. It was just a moment that didn't matter. Yeah, it turns out it didn't. It just turns out to be a big nothing burger.
Okay, Wolves fans around the region and around the country, heck, even around the world. Halftime is about 2.5 minutes away from being over. We'll be right back with you. So use the potty, grab the popcorn, get a fresh glass of whatever, and we'll be back with the action here in about 2.5 minutes. Go Wolves. All right, Wolves fans, welcome back. Halftime almost over here as we get ready to roll. We know the Wolves will be getting the opening second half kick and have a chance to add to their 8-0 lead. The Wolves scored on the last play of the first half. Connor Karsh on a 20-yard touchdown scamper. Sprint to the pylon, got it in there as time expired, and the Wolves converted on a 2-point try to make the score 8-0.
There's the whistle, coach, so we're ready to get going here.
The end of the half. Start the third quarter.
Yeah, right before we get our third quarter started, we want to thank our sponsors again. Kinsen and Kinsen, once again, one of our best sponsors here at Wolf Nation, and we really appreciate all the things they do for us again. And Pine Lake Ale House. After the game, get something to drink, get something to eat, talk about the game, talk about it with your friends. Always a big supporter of Eastlake football, and always appreciative of everyone over there at the staff. So we're coming out of the half here, Coach. I think we set at least some precedent that we can get the ball in the end zone and start to establish some of the run game. Definitely saw Connor take leadership on that for us. So,
Jim, the other thing I saw in the first half that I really liked is the defense started to show up, right? We started making some tackles. We started getting a little more physical. I thought Finn 7 was outstanding, helping set the tone, but he wasn't alone. There were a lot of guys that were helping get it done up there.
Guys getting the ball, right? Guys getting the ball. Get to the ball. Get to the ball. Yep.
And we'll take it, right?
Yeah, I like that. Wolves are going to receive the ball in the second half here, and I think they're coming in out of the north end zone. So Gig Harbor is going to be kicking, I think, into the wind here by the looks of it. We've got a little bit. There's kind of a little bit of a breeze down the field here when we were down at halftime. Super nice night out here again here at Eastlake.
Well, the deep guy's back for us. It looks like Finn is going to be on one hash, and Connor is going to be on the other.
Nico center. Our ups are Nico and Jack.
Wolves ran some trickeration last week.
Yeah,
I noticed
did.
the.
Got creative. I won't admit to that, Coach. We see that maybe later in the year, but they definitely were trying to make something happen against Bothell.
Well, you love the creativity, and it makes it fun for the players when they're doing something that's a little bit gadgety. They like doing that kind of stuff.
Ball coming out here for Gig Harbor on the kickoff. And we're off. A little short kick. Ball
That's
bouncing
a problem.
backwards. No, can't advance the ball at high school, so once it was down.
Yeah, but the Wolves have to be aware of that, that's a live ball, and they've got to get over there and cover that up.
Yeah, that's a freshman mistake, right? Just not ball over 10 yards. So those at home would have the ball's over 10 yards, that ball's live. You can't advance it, but Gig Harbor recovered it, so now
they recover the ball.
Yeah, and that's going to make any special teams coach absolutely go crazy because that ball hangs up there. You're definitely in a position where you can run to it, even if you have to make a fair catch or just simply fall on it. But too many guys just standing there taking in the scenery, unfortunately. So
yeah, our old coach, Dane Sampson, right, Coach?
Oh, boy.
Probably be somewhere in the woods by now. So Gig Harbor comes on in that strong set again. One receiver on the far side.
Having a little trouble getting aligned here for the Tides.
Oh, that's a false start.
Yeah, he didn't come set. So
Edge comes around, Jack Crandall just takes that away right there.
Yeah, that's terrific work
by
Jack Crandall.
That's exactly the work you want to see out of that backer like that, Coach, right? Take that edge away from him.
Boy, and once again, Coach, they just keep running to the wide side. Whatever the field side is, that's where they're going. I'd sure love to see the backside have some calculated gambles and just send that backside backer.
Right to the gap. I mean, just split that gap right down there.
So Ram Rishi on the field now. I'm not sure if he's lining up at linebacker or if he's where he's got. So we got Macha and Charlie out there. That's the normal starting DNs. Okay. So yes, we got Ram.
Macha, Jack.
Yeah, Ram Rishi's playing as technically a DB, but you see him walked up all the way to the edge there, and that's good. That's a good adjustment by the coaches. And he backs out now.
Pistol with a wide up the top.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of
easy break,
easy
break. And
there you go. What a
pick!
Else? That was
who else
outstanding.
tonight? Who else would it be? Finn 7 once again.
Finn 7 again. Watching the ball, picking that ball out. That was a great play in our defensive end. Get his hand up there. Kind of threw that quarterback's aim off, I think.
Yep.
And then Finn stepped right in the lane and took it away from him. So that's an Eastlake turnover right there.
Feels pretty good, Coach, to see Gig Harbor have some of the same types of struggles we have, where early in the season, the passing game, which is so dependent on rhythm and guys being able to work together and do all the stuff, it's just tough. These guys just haven't had a lot of time together working. And I know in the case of Eastlake, new head coach at the varsity level, Greg Hurd, we're running that offense all the way down through the program now and doing the recon work before the game with the Gig Harbor folks. Guess what? They have a new varsity head coach this year, which means new system top to bottom.
Them, so. Yeah, good adjustment by Finn right there. Way to come to the ball and take that away.
Very athletic play.
Trips on the near side for us.
Second catch tonight where he dove and held onto it. That's strong hands.
Got to give Macho a little help with that. There's a screen on that. There's a flag coming on this play right there.
Nico better cover that ball up because now the Tide's trying to rip at it.
I think we got a hold on Macha when it came up onto that line.
On the play. It's a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think that was our receiver hold.
Well, just good news for the Wolves. They get the ball back here, so the equalizer is the turnover. Come out with a little swing pass right there. Okay, this one wasn't effective, right? So what does it do? What it does for us is it sets up something later, right? We've given them that look now. We've thrown it to the flats a couple of times.
Yep.
This gives Connor the ability to do a couple of things. One is he can look that off. That's going to move the safeties and the linebackers to his advantage, and then he can come back with this progression, get to the backside receivers, run in something deep or over the top. The other option, of course, and he's shown us this. Connor's pretty good with running the ball, right?
Got a set of legs on him for sure.
Yeah.
So we're going trips on the far side here. We got Jack Crandall's heavy on the left. Carson on the pistol. Ball in the snap. Looking downfield. Got a man open. Finn again. Cuts inside. Couple of steps.
Yeah, pretty good. Falls forward.
Gets the ball up close to
falls forward to about the 25 there. Got most of the original yardage back, so we're going to be in a 2nd and 12.
Yep.
Something like that. Looks pretty good for the Wolves on the close hash. That'll be on the right hash for the offense as they move
really
left to right.
His routes well too, Coach. He's just coming in there, finding that space, getting the open, and the ball's coming right to him.
You can see there's some chemistry starting to build with these two, right?
Yep. And I like that. He's looking for him when he comes downfield like that, and if he's not open, he should be able to check off like Jack Randall or even get used to his legs. So those are 3 options that are now starting to become effective. Okay, back out of the snap for the Wolves. 2 on the far side, 1 down. Looks like Finn here is on our near side.
Macha in the far slot. I want to see if he runs vertical right here, Coach.
Up out of the snap. And Jack Crandall off the edge. Spins 1 man in and kind of puts his head down. Maybe the back of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Looks like he picked up about 3 right there, so it's going to set up a 3rd and 9. That is, well, it's less than perfect, but you know what? It's a heck of a lot better than 1st and 20. So the Wolves right here will have something dialed up.
Instead of going backwards, we're moving this forward. Now we can kind of reach into the playbook here a little bit.
I can tell you right now, Coach Kinney would much rather be calling a play on a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 than a 3rd and 9. But this is a makeable conversion for the Wolves.
We've had this tonight, much like we were in that end zone position last time. They've got to be, Gig Harbor's got to be now cautious about Connors and his leg, because if we get that swing pass out in that far side, the goalie up top, Nico, looks like Finn here in our near side. This is a perfect setup with Nico. Finn in motion.
Up there pulling around, yep.
There you go.
They pulled around the guard and the tackle right there, a little GT counter move.
Not bad, maybe up to the about 1 yard line. 1 to go here.
Well, gosh, they could punt it away here, but what fun would that be?
No, that'd be.
I think they'll keep the offense out there for a 4th and 1, Coach.
That's not in your repertoire, Coach. I don't even know.
You know who would punt on 4th and 1, Coach? Me, but I'm boring. You know,
Coach would send the ball in the air.
Just, hey, it's a drive that ended with a kick. That's a success. We don't want to give it to them in plus territory, but you know what? The offense is rolling, and they can get this right up the gut right here. I would hand it off to Jack, and I would run right behind number 56.
Yeah.
That might be
right on his back.
Yeah, that might be a little biased, but
that's all right. I'll
you need a yard?
I'd like to do it the same way.
Yeah, you need a yard? Let's just go get a yard and get a fresh set of downs.
Just come right after. Get into Christopher's, into his wagon and go.
Yeah.
Let's keep our composure, though. Let's not lose the snap to them. Okay, we're doing tight end on Macho. Far side up there's Nico in motion. To Connor. To Jack Crandall.
Crandall falls forward, but he was hitting the backfield.
So Gig Harbor puts a stop on the Wolves on a back.
Well,
Crandall brought up on the left tackle, didn't make it through, and he basically got slowed down, didn't drive forward.
Got more or less the look we were hoping for there, Coach, but we just didn't execute, and I think Gig Harbor was probably expecting the same doggone thing.
Would have liked to see it going right up their middle there with Christopher, for sure. Okay, so we got to change it downs here with Gig Harbor with good field position on the 35-yard line, headed into Eastlake zone. So we're going to have to put our backs into this one. Gig Harbor comes out of their huddle and into a pistol, or no, man up under center.
Look at big 77 Jack Ort there in the middle of the D-line, really looking for him to stop.
Nico, well done there. And Christopher makes that block on the edge there and brings him back down. That was well done, Coach. Well done right there.
Yeah, good.
Nico turned him inside, and then Christopher's waiting for him.
That's what you're looking for there, right? When you get those guys out on the edge, Coach, that are turning the action back into the middle, if you're one of those middle guys, you're frothing at the mouth at that point because you're hunting that cutback. That's exactly what you want, and he scrapes right over the top there. That was super easy, and he makes the tackle for a minimal gain. It's a nice little counter play for them right there.
Yeah, I think we got a timeout, and I think it's because of that drone.
The drone on the field needs to leave.
Well, I'm all for gathering great film and having all 22, Coach, but I guess
we have a drone delay.
On a day where we've already had a travel delay for our visitors, we now have a drone delay.
So you're at home, we've got a UFO sighting, so.
And last time I checked, Coach, they'd still give you a ticket if you discharge a firearm in city limits, so I guess we can't play.
We can't put it down ourselves.
We can't say pull here, you know what I mean.
Back under center, Gig Harbor goes, resume play, inside zone, brings him inside there, and there's a great stick right there.
Yeah, that was fortunate, because if Chris doesn't get a hand on him right there and spin him around and wait for the help,
he's 4 more yards up the field.
Yeah, he's going places.
We don't know. It is unclear where the source of the drone is from. It could be from the neighborhood.
Well, there we were resuming play, only to be told once again that there's still a drone problem.
Okay, we're back in play here. 3rd down and about 4, or about 3 for Gig Harbor, just on the 27-yard line, 28-yard line.
Well, Coach, that's a whole new perspective. I just stepped out of the press box. The drone is flying away. It puts a whole new definition on taillight guarantee.
They don't call them the best of the business, folks, for nothing. Okay, Gig Harbor coming out of that huddle. Been using that inside zone a lot, up under center. Here he comes back in the middle like that.
Okay, 32 in the middle. Yep, that's
good.
Business is good when you see that little inside handoff.
Henry Tanner, the ball carrier.
Henry Tanner, going to give a shout out to the grandparents one last time here, Coach, because they were the folks who were so nice to give us some names and numbers for these guys. He's their inside thumper, and brought down by a guy that I know pretty well at home, Chris Brookshire. Nice tackle, Chris.
Yeah, first down on the Gig Harbor Tides. So that moves the ball just into the 29-yard line with about 3.5 minutes left. Eastlake shifts around back into that formation. They just can't. They got to figure out how to stop that. They'll just keep coming with it. Roll there on the right. The ball going in the end zone, way down deep. Now he dropped the ball. There was a hit in the end zone. That ball is incomplete.
That's Connor Karsh.
Connor Karsh
with
Connor Karsh with a hockey check on that on a Gig Harbor.
Yeah.
Knocks the ball loose. That's an incomplete pass.
Listen, if he was on the skates right there, I'm pretty sure that would have been high sticking, but who cares?
That's right. I like the high elbows.
Separate man from ball. Right. That's the job when you're that deep safety, and he did it right there.
Karsh here to take that one from the Tide.
And I'll tell you what,
had
Coach,
a good play action on that.
Yeah, half a step further behind that, and I'm not sure Connor, gets that separation. The guy probably puts the ball away.
Yeah.
The quarterback was dangerously close to being over the line of scrimmage when he threw that right there, but he did, from my vantage point, looked like he checked up just in time.
Yeah, he threw that up there just hoping that his player was going to get it. So that brings us 2nd down for the Tide. Back into that power wing position right there. Man in motion. That usually singles that inside right there.
Yep, there's 34 once again. And too many spinning guys, right? That's just, he just gets up in there, dances through the traffic, and 9 yards the easy way. He just gets spun down kind of gently. Thanks for coming up to Sammamish.
Rishi there had that tackle, but he needs to hit that, not swing him around.
Yep, glad to see you. Thanks for coming up to our neighborhood. But yeah, that play has got to be stopped for 4 or 5, not 9.
It's going to be
third and 1.
Short for the Tides.
3rd and 2 here, folks, on the front side with a 15-yard line. Looks like the Tide are at.
Got to think the coaches here might think about rolling the dice with a run blitz here. Just try to throw some bodies in there and create some chaos up inside.
Jack Orr to seal down inside there, make that play come through.
Haven't seen Gig Harbor put it on the ground yet, but this is a C-team football game. Anything can happen.
Rotate a man on the near side.
Okay.
Up to the high side now. Oh, ball's over his head.
That's
going to be a free ball. He's down
terrific.
Right there. He's down right there.
That's terrific.
That was a bonus for the Wolves out of that with high snap.
If you're going to get a bad snap, that's a good time to get it.
Good time to get it now. So the Wolves get an advantage here with that high snap, and that drives 4th down for Gig Harbor, and that puts them back
4th and 15.
15 yards. So now it's time to get aggressive.
I've always favored in these situations, Coach, getting a little aggressive because you're going to force the quarterback to check down short. So if you've got your defensive backs and your linebackers in that mentality, hey, it's going to get out fast, right? You get your rushers moving forward, but it's going to get out fast. Just get your hands up and then hunt the ball, right? You got 15 yards. Rally as a team to the ball, and you got a really good chance here getting these guys off the field and putting your offense back out there.
Macha, Charlie, Steele, and Jack all got to put that pressure. Ball up under center. Rolls right. Jack's got a hand on him. Oh, Jack Gord had a hand on him.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay.
Well done, Jack Gord.
Too much speed.
Oh, yeah, Jack Gord came right through the line and got a hand on him. That was all Jack Gord bringing that ball back inside like that. Well done, Coach.
Yeah,
well
that thing was doomed from the start.
Yep.
Jack got immediate pressure. Charlie finishes it off.
Yep.
So that's
Well done.
Charlie gets credit for the sack there, but that is a team sack
That
right
was-
there. And
that
that
was
was
a team
just the
sack.
dudes up front getting it done. They did.
Yep.
What do we need a back 7 for? We'll just go ahead and
use
just
the
do it
front
ourselves.
four. Yeah, we'll use the front 4. So change it down for the Wolves here. We're going the other direction now. So ball looks like it's going to be spot on the far side hash on the 30. That's a new set of downs for the Wolves coming out. Minute 29, third quarter here. And the Wolves now got a good chance to put the momentum in their direction.
Yeah, I think, Coach, here there's 2 things you want to do. Obviously, you want to go down and score, but first and foremost, you want to possess the ball, shorten this game up a little bit. So expect the Wolves to keep it on the ground primarily, like they pretty much always do anyhow. There's just not a lot of reason here to start putting the ball up and letting that clock stop. Let's keep it ticking.
On your side, Wolves come out of that pistol formation.
Keep it ticking and keep it moving. Okay.
Nico goes, Jack Crown goes a little bit in motion. Connor Karsh just used all of his speed and his momentum and drove it, and there's a penalty on that after that 12-yard run for Connor. That could be a head contact. There's a face mask by the looks of it. So we got there, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's
On
right.
Connor?
It's right around where the tackle was made.
I didn't see if his head was yanked down or sideways. So
No, it didn't look like it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Sure. Chop block.
Okay. And we got a head-to-head, it looks like.
That's exactly what it looked like.
You know, I'm trying to decipher the hand signals there. We
We
need
haven't been down to the sidelines in a while.
we need a guidebook.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get back into. So that I think that's.
They're walking it back.
So they might have given Connor a head-to-head on that one.
Personal foul, crackback block against the Wolves. It's going to bring the ball back.
I didn't see a crackback in that, but all right, they're calling that a.
So it's a spot foul. They're moving it back to just behind the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 1st and 11 now. That's an unusual one, but that's what you get with a spot foul.
We're not quite sure of the signal we saw. They was called from the booth as crackback, but we're going to double check our hand signals. But Wolves come out to trips to the far side. Again, our power position. Fin down on our low side here. Connor going with a hard snap. With a 3-count hard snap. We're going, the ball's going there. Connor rolls to his right. Ball's going back in the air. And he's picked off.
Yeah.
He's picked off inside, and that's a pick off by Gig Harbor. So he looked inside to throw that pass, Coach, and then didn't see that Gig Harbor guy stepped right in the lane and took it away from him.
Looking for Finn once again, trying to ride the hot hand.
Like the idea of looking for him for
Yeah.
sure. But got to pay attention. The inside backer was sitting there waiting like a middle fielder.
Yeah, tough thing for quarterbacks in that situation, right? Pocket starts to break down. You want to scramble to your strong side, to your throwing side, but they started that play on the right hash, so he's running out of real estate real quick. And that's a narrow window. He'll see that on film and hopefully be able to learn from it and just say, hey, you know what? Wish I had it back, but you know what I'm going to do is go out here, play some free safety, and maybe try to make a play for my team here and get the ball back for the Wolves.
Yeah, and I like the way you rolled out, looked downfield. He's trying to find a receiver, especially this hot guy like that. So Gig Harbor comes out of that.
That's
now,
progress.
Good field position up here on the 39-yard line. So wing in motion.
Okay,
inside.
now
Ball's
we find
up on the ground, and we got a hand on it. Nico once again in there, and a bunch of Wolves making tackles. So bad exchange. Ball gets on the ground, and the Wolves capitalize to try to smother on that. So almost had another turnover there, Coach.
Very nearly. We even had a blitzing linebacker right there, and if he finds a seam, who knows? Maybe he just falls on it. But still, I'll take 2nd and 11. It's a good outcome from the Wolves.
That means that when you're getting pressure up the front, you get a bad exchange like that. You know you're feeling our front 4 coming at it.
Yes, they are.
I like to have that. I like to see that happening.
Right, and as this game now is drawing close to the end of the 3rd quarter, it looks like Gig Harbor will get off one more snap before the end of the period here.
Trips on the far side, and it's Gig Harbor running out of the pistol here.
Easy for them to start tightening up, right?
Ball coming down the field here, way down low, way down
throwing
low,
into
way
double
down
coverage.
Low. Oh, Dropped the
Ball
ball
is
again.
out.
Gig
Ball
Harbor
is
dropped
out.
the ball again.
Didn't survive the ground.
Got to get our receivers get their hands up there like that.
Yeah.
Can't run with
Yeah.
their hands in the pocket like that.
Finn
if there's
was-
anything, that was one thing there.
Finn married up to him pretty good. Got
Yep.
pretty good, pretty sticky right there, but he needs to get his hands up
Gotta
and
get
just
your
defend
hands
that.
up. Yeah, get your hands up in there. Well, that ends the third quarter, folks, and we got a 8-0 ball game still. Wolves favor, but the Tide are definitely trying to make an attack into the end zone. So we're going to switch end zones here.
We're heading to the fourth quarter.
Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Kinsen and Kinzer. Once again, we are more than thankful. WFA and our football program really thanks these folks for their contributions to our program. And our friends over at the Pine Lake Ale House, I can say that we've all had times when we thought we needed one more. Well, the Pine Lake Ale House is there to help. So make sure you get your chance over there to support our friends over at the Pine Lake Ale House.
We like to call that in the coaching profession, Jim, the final.
That's right, our final.
Yeah.
Our coaches huddles are over at the Pine Lake Ale House for sure.
Had many a good, intelligent football conversation, baseball conversation over at the Pine Lake over the years, Coach, and always a great place.
Never disappoints.
No, it's a
Never
great place to
disappoints.
sit around and bat around ideas and come up with how are we going to get it done next week.
I think I don't. If I don't recall, Coach, I think we've spent many a times with after your recruiting scout team runs to give you medicated over there. So
Nothing we can't get done with Advil.
yeah.
Oh, hey, and on one other little PSA for you here, Coach, and for you fans at home, if you haven't already, get it done. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out the Wolves at all three levels, varsity, JV, and C team, all up and available on YouTube. Just look for Eastlake Wolves football. It's so easy, even I was able to do it the other night at home.
Even Coach could do it at
Yeah.
home. Tell a friend, tell a family, tell somebody, but get on wolvesfootball.com.
This guy standing next to us, Coach, Sean Crandall, does
One
a
of the
tremendous
best.
job
One of the best.
producing these games, getting all this on the air, and the camera work and everything. There's a lot that goes into it. If you can't make a game, we hope you enjoy
Tune
us.
in. Receiver screen of the wide side, brought in a missed tackle, pushed out to the edge and comes near the middle. And Connor Karsh, I think, over the top of that, or Christopher came over the top of him and just smothered him into the ground. So,
Yeah, Crandall made first contact, but I think Connor finished that one off.
yeah. That's a first down for that run there.
Fresh set of downs now at the 24 going in for
But that is good enough
the Tides, and the Wolves once again are going to need to have to stiffen up.
Stepping up. And when they made that first contact, that's when we got to get gang tackles
Yes.
in there. Got to get those gang tackles on when we make first contact. Okay, Gig Harbor once again comes out of that huddle. Looks like they're going up under center. They're big strong back, number 34, and they got their two wing positions on here. So
Yep,
right back in the
34 right
middle,
up inside.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Nice stuff in there. I like that.
Yeah.
Connor Carson host. Steele was in the middle of that tackle.
Short gain. Number 48, Cody Peck.
Sounds like Cody Peck got in on that tackle. Good job, Cody. Way to mix it up.
Second down.
Coach, those short gains,
Just
they can be
tick,
body
tick,
blows,
tick.
right? They
Yeah,
can be
tick,
body
tick,
blows.
tick.
The Wolves are going to have to stay stout in the
Gotta
middle
stay
and
stacked in the middle.
keep setting the edges.
Got to dominate on that front. You got to get that first foot in there. You got to create those lanes or break those lanes down very quickly. They're going to keep coming with that power back, right? That's what they're going to keep doing, coming the inside in that.
All right, quarterback
So
Liam
pistol
Cole.
out. You got trips on the far side for Gig Harbor.
In shotgun now. They haven't
Yeah.
done this a lot tonight. Still having trouble getting aligned.
Here comes that screen.
Yeah,
There's
and
a-
they
there's a
weren't
flag.
set
Yeah,
at the
they weren't
snap,
set.
and that's why you get the flag right there,
Yeah,
Coach.
that's going to come back.
That
It
should
doesn't-
come back.
Yeah, that's not.
Ball was completed over
Yeah.
the middle inside the 5, but I don't think
Yeah,
this is
that-
going to matter.
That doesn't matter here. That's going to definitely be a penalty. Yeah, illegal motion. So that's an illegal motion signal by our referees. So we got a good crew out here tonight. I think they've done a really good job for us. We're always thankful for all the referees that make it out here to Eastlake. We're appreciative of that. And this is no exception with this crew tonight. Yeah, they did. Illegal motion.
It's an illegal
Cole threw a nice ball to Whiteman right there, and I
He
think
did.
the
That was
reason
a
he was
nice
able
throw,
to do
though.
that is he
Yeah.
had a good pocket and it stayed clean. The Wolves are going to have to
Yeah.
figure out how to dial up pressure
Yep.
when they see him in shotgun. They just got to pin their ears back and go, man.
Bring somebody hard at them. For
Yeah.
Sure. There goes the clock near side. So we got a far side, we got a near side huddle, and Gig Harbor with a second and about 12. Looks like the ball spotted just on the 21-yard line, or sorry, 26-yard line.
All right, Wolves.
Shotgun again.
Wolves staying in that 4-2, but they've got Rishi walked
High
down
side.
the line
Here
of
comes in.
scrimmage
Here
again.
goes the pressure on each other. Yeah, there's holding right there. Oh, and a nice pick for that. Surprised we didn't get called down holding there. Jack got turned around pretty bad.
Cole's pass complete to number 20, Max
It's
Whiteman.
the same guy once again. That's
Yep, so he spun out of that and got that ball downfield.
That's
but-
Max Whiteman, number 20.
For the Tide.
So tied with the first down and inside the Wolves 10-yard line here, just about over the 8-yard line. So we're backed up into our zone pretty tight. Oh, I thought they had that pressure on them for sure. That looked pretty good, but didn't look like enough. So Wolves, so Tide come back out of it. Looked like they're coming up under center. They're 34, their big back is in there. Man in motion. That's
Yeah,
usually
here he
inside,
comes.
come the inside zone. There it goes, right there. Just missed that tackle.
Just missed the tackle. He ran
Just
off
missed it,
tackle.
yep.
34, the ball carrier for the Tide.
They got to keep doing that. I think at this point, Coach, you got to send both backers.
I keep them coming.
Double B
Pin
gap
your ears
blitz
back
and
and go
have your
downfield.
tackles
Yep.
pinch the A's and just,
Yep.
you know, your safeties then are just looking for that lane. They got to run the lane.
3-yard line, second and goal.
I would definitely stack that box pretty hard. Got a timeout, I think, coming. Timeout on the refs. This might be equipment timeout. Too many men?
He called the referees. He called his own timeout. Referee timeout.
Yeah, but they have too many men? Oh, equipment, that's what I said originally.
Well, we'll reset it for you folks at home right now. 6:58 left in the ball game. Gig Harbor driving deep. They're facing a second and goal from inside the Wolves 5. The Wolves, this is the hardest they've been tested tonight. We'll see if they can
See if
step
they can
up
hold
to
back.
it.
Yeah, step it back.
This defense, if there was ever a time, it's now.
Now's the time to come.
Yeah.
Yep. Now's the time to come.
Bring the heat.
Bring the hard stuff. Bring the hard stuff. The Geek Harbor lines it, comes up out of that huddle. It's like they're back up under. Nope, you're going back into a pistol formation.
Trying to spread the Wolves out here, but look for
I'd
a
watch
quick
for this
hitter.
quarterback with those legs. There he goes. There you go. There's a good stop.
Okay.
Push him down. There you go, boys. Good job.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. They're gonna
Caught him.
Yep.
Caught him inside the one.
Yep.
Held him out for another moment. We'll see how this goes.
I got
6.5 left.
They're gonna come that inside zone here with that big number 32 here.
That brings up third and goal.
Yeah. I think on that little quarterback lead right there, it looked like Chris was coming on the blitz and kind of caught him and kind of started, once they started spinning, the other teammates were able to rally to the ball. So
Here we go, Wolves.
That's a
we're
good
coming
team
out of
tackle right
center. Quarterback up underneath there. I got a feeling we're coming right behind the center. There it is right there. There you go, boys. That's a nice stop.
Some penetration. Ball might be out right there. Ball might be out.
I think the ball came out, too.
Yeah, ball is out. There goes a beanbag from the official from the far side.
That ball, we got any eyes on it?
I think
yet, gang?
the Wolves seem to think they have it, Coach.
Going the other way.
Off.
That ball's going the other
If
way.
that's a touchback, it's a touchback for
Oh,
the
there you
Wolves.
go,
How
boys.
about
There we
that?
go. That's the way.
How about that?
Out of the way, boys. That's the way to do that right there. That's
They just said it's a touchback. Yeah. Yep.
outstandingly done there.
Wolves fall on the
put
ball
up
in the
a
end zone.
defensive wall and
We'll
get a
try to get a
touchback
number
out of
on
that.
who fell on it, but that was.
And that was a great stick. I think that came again over Christopher's side there. And I think whoever met him in the hole right there, put him down right there, and the ball came out right there. That was a great defensive stop. Way to go, Wolves. I really.
Well, this is why you compete for all 100 yards on the field, right, Coach? You just
100%.
never know.
Boy, that was outstanding. That was just a great up front line right there, and way to stick it. I wish I had the replay to show you that, but definitely.
Wolves did a really great job of not letting Gig Harbor push off the line there, right?
Nope.
Ball's popped out, recovered by the Wolves. Looks like it was a touchback. Spot on the 20-yard line. Wolves ball first.
Boy, and if you're the Tides, that's one of those where you're just
Well,
like.
that hurts, yeah. That hurts.
Well, that's just a gut punch, right?
That's a gut
Especially
punch,
this
yeah.
late in the game.
Yep.
They've
Down
had
in the end zone like that.
Yeah.
Now you want to play aggressive. You don't want to play conservative in this.
No,
play. You
don't
want to play aggressive.
Don't play not to lose,
Yeah,
play to
no,
win.
play to win.
Run your
Play to
offense
win.
and hammer these guys at this point. Pound it.
Connor and shotgun, going the hard count.
Okay.
There's a false start right there.
Boy, that's unfortunate too, because Steele was coming around from that left guard spot where he's filling in so well tonight.
That was a little.
Looked like he maybe tried to get a little bit of a head start on that pole. They were going to run that little trap.
Yeah. Put your foot in the ground and go. You want to. Okay, we got 5 to come back with on this, but let's get our mental game back in here. Well, that's that defensive stop. That was just something that was nice to see. That's a real, team builder on something like that, particularly in a game like this.
Well, right now the best defense for the Wolves is a good offense. So if these guys can put together a bit of a drive, move the ball,
Okay, let's recover from this, right? Okay, we're coming out of our huddle.
Looks like it's going to be trips.
Trips, yep. Trips on the near side. Looks like Finn's up on our top on the far side like that. Trips on the near side.
These guys have their linebackers spread out really
Jack Crandall
wide.
in motion on the flare out.
Boy, the middle.
And Connor just puts his legs into this and goes.
Yep. And that's there, and it's going to keep being there because you look at them pre-snap, and they've got their four-man front. Both of their linebackers are flexed out pretty wide. They're almost stacked on top of those DNs, which means you got nobody in the middle. As soon as Jack vacates, if there's a linebacker going with him, that's one less guy. Yeah.
We got a flag coming down again, gang.
This is after the play, so I'm not sure what this is about, but it certainly seems like it could be a sportsman-like thing. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
a mental mistake there.
That's the Wolves doing something they shouldn't do, and they should know better than that.
Well, we took one that we shouldn't on a play that really got the yardage we wanted.
Yeah, you get yourself into second and manageable, and now you're back into second, and oh gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, but we love a challenge.
We definitely do. This team definitely loves. Well, I do like that when we did spread that out and Jack got into motion. You're absolutely right. Those backers had to make a way, and then Connor's got a lot of real estate, and he's going to win that battle with his legs like that. So that's a 15-yard too.
All right, so they back the Wolves up further. That's now at the 12-yard line, so we're going to be looking at a 1st and 18. Is that all? I don't know if they lose the down right there. We know if they lose the down right there? Box hasn't changed. Yeah. But he also hasn't moved off the 15-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage after the false start.
All right, well, we're actually a little further down.
1st and 19, because why not?
Yep. So Connor comes in with the play, and the Wolves now are faced with a 2nd and 19.
Take it away now, Ty.
I'd like to see him do that same formation, get that out there, get Jack in motion like that, get some space out there. So here we come. Wolves come out of that huddle. We're running a 2-man on the near side, a wing tied up on the top, and Jack Crandall on the strong side and the near side. Man in motion, comes around the edge with Nico. Just can't make that play like that. Oh, Nico gets squirts through there, almost gets broke loose, but didn't have much block on the edge there. You're gonna run that play, coach. You gotta just block those cornerbacks coming down. You gotta find a guy, right? You just gotta find a guy and put a hat on a hat.
Well, what you're really looking for is those outside receivers that are already to that side. They've got to seal the pursuit from the inside. Jack Crandall's leading the way. You want to get him one-on-one against that corner because you'll take that matchup any day, every day, and especially if Nico has a choice at that point, right? If he can get outside the cut, if he can get out to the numbers and Jack's out there one-on-one with the corner, it almost doesn't matter which side Jack blocks him to. Nico's just going to read the block, and then he's going to take what he's got.
Yeah,
Great if Jack can
get through.
Yeah, if Jack can hook him and Nico can get to the boundary, hey, that's great. Well, that's wonderful. But if he gets more of a kick out, then Nico can just cut it in and then bounce it out.
Near side double wings. Connor goes to the right, rolls. He's got a man if you get. Oh, just down in front of Nico. Just down in front of Nico. Didn't like the secondary receiver.
That brings up 4th down.
That just was a tough sequence for the Wolves altogether.
Right
not in sync.
Coming off of that good defensive play.
Yeah,
coming off of that.
Shooting themselves in the foot, and we'll see if Coach Kinney actually has a punt in the playbook. Multiple Wolves down at this point, too.
We lose 2?
One on the far sideline at the 15 and one back in the end zone.
Dropping like flies over there. Who did we lose in the backs?
Well, this team was thin coming in, Coach, and this doesn't help.
This doesn't help, right? 2 cramps again.
Well, 4 minutes left. It's kind of hold-on time for the Wolves. We'll see if they can get a decent punt, and they won't be able to flip the field. Unless they're hiding the next Ray guy down there somewhere on the sideline, Coach. I imagine you have to think that the Tide is going to get the ball back, not just in plus territory, but in all likelihood,
in good scoring.
Yeah, they're going to be in business.
Yeah. Who did we lose in the end zone?
Well, folks, this is the riveting stuff that you can't see unless you're behind the scenes. And boy, what a privilege to be here as our crack crew of game technicians debates on what bumper music to play right now during the injury timeout.
It's stunning to see the kind of Connor again with a cramp. Yeah, we had a cramp.
Connor's playing a lot of minutes.
Connor last game about this time too. Being a coach for the years we've been doing, I can't stress enough now that at the high school level, you've got to take care of yourself. On and off the field, these players you're not a little kid any longer. You've got to take the time to hydrate. You got to eat right.
Now, three or 4 years ago, you can get it done on an apple juice box and a piece of licorice.
That's right.
Now these are young men, right?
Yeah,
They've got young men bodies, and they need nutrients. They need
Can't
hydration.
stress that enough.
They need the right rest. It's the whole deal.
Yep,
What's brutal about this is just playing this out. If you've got Nico and Connor hurt, the back end of your defense is now a little bit exposed,
got
right?
a lot of stress on it.
There's a couple of safeties that are gone, and that's not necessarily a recipe for success. So the great thing is the Wolves have lots of depth. Next guy up, they're going to get this thing done.
Yeah. So it looks like we're getting lined up to do a snap here. So.
So just like losing Andrew in the first half, you lose your place kicker. If Connor is not able to go, I'm not sure who does the punting.
Jack Crandall.
So Crandall's doing the punting, then who's doing the snapping? Because he's been our long snapper, and it looks like Chris Brookshire's going to step up.
Looks like Chris Brookshire's going to step up.
He's as good a candidate as any.
There's nobody better than
he knows how to do it. I don't know that he practices it a lot. So we'll see how this little adventure goes.
Yeah, we're getting lined up here on the Wolves. Here on the 10-yard line. Snap to Jack Crandall.
Crandall kicking out of his own end zone. Not where you want to be if you're a kicker.
Not many times.
Let's see. It's the fourth quarter. I'm the backup punter. I haven't practiced or had a practice rep all week, and I'm getting a snap from a dude who also hasn't had a practice rep this week. This should go swimmingly.
So pencils out perfectly for Coach here.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see if Jack can get the ball off and get it away from this receiver down here.
Okay. Looks like we got a timeout by the Wolves.
Got a timeout.
Well,
maybe
that's good.
Buy a little time here, just see if we can get.
Yeah. Give Chris a ball and get Jack somewhere near him so they can work on this.
There you go. A couple more snaps.
Get this done.
It's not nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
there
that.
we go.
Nothing wrong with that. There you go, Christopher. Good job.
Well, shoot. Well, I called the timeout. That actually.
Yeah. Not bad, right?
Not bad. Not bad.
There you go. I live with that any day. I live with that any day.
That's a gamer.
That's a ball player right there. That Christopher Brookshire. I've been a big fan of that kid for a long time. I won't let you look at that one.
That's always one of the most fun things in fall camp, Coach, is when you get all the guys saying, "Oh, I'm going to be a specialist," right?
Yeah,
and you get guys, "Hey, I want to be the place kicker. I want to be the snapper. I want to do this. I want to do that," and you figure out really, really quickly who's in the mix and who's not in the mix.
Very quickly we find out. It doesn't take us more than maybe 1 or 2 practices, and we know right away.
No, it's like having that old bit on the Muppet Show with the big hook, right?
Hook,
you just kind of that's great.
That's good.
Really good, Johnny. Okay.
There's another spot over there for you.
Buddy.
Yeah. Let's have you look at that.
Can you do us a favor? Will you go behind the field goal post and just shag kicks for a minute? Yeah. We want to look at something here.
We love it. A lot of wannabe kickers were made in those lifetimes.
All right, worst case scenario here. If this goes all kinds of sideways for the Wolves, they're going to give up a safety, and then they're going to have a free kick from their own 20.
That's true. Or we can get a good snap, good kick, and see if we get on the ball, maybe get a chance.
Who knows?
Who knows? I'm going to play the good card on this one, but unfortunately, I have the thing. Good snap.
Oh. So he actually takes the good snap and runs out the back of the end zone anyways.
So that was a strategic.
Well, as long as they don't give the Tide the touchdown right there.
Touchdown, yeah, right. So
okay.
So Coach plays a pretty good hand there, Coach, on good snap and running the ball out of the end zone. What that forces them to do is now kick the ball off and not give the ball over, turn it over deep in their zone. So
free kick now.
Not a bad play. Not a bad play.
Free kick now from the 20. So again, they don't have their number 1 place kicker Andrew Grant, their number 2 place kicker Jens Hawley.
Yep.
How they're going to handle this, I don't know. But most likely they'll probably send out the kickoff team just as it stands, and then have Jack Crandall be the punter from the middle and just free kick it as far as he can. And just like a regular kickoff, the rule here would be once the ball travels 10 yards.
It's yours.
Well, it can be.
Yeah, it's yours.
So the Wolves will look for a directional kick, I'm sure, to try to minimize any return. And hey, if it's bouncing around, boys, fall on it. It's just that easy.
Result of the play was a safety. Eastlake will now kick off to the Tide.
Calculated risk here by the Wolves coaching staff.
I'm not quite sure our players there don't know what to do.
Well, this is one of those learning moments where
this
okay,
is a good learning. Yeah, this is the coaching.
We just got done with 5 years of youth football. Why didn't those guys teach us about safeties? I think the rule is a little different there, but well, it looks like they're going to put it down on the tee. I can't tell who's getting ready to kick that.
Two more.
We're short a few men on the field here.
Yeah, the Wolves only have 8 coverage guys out there. That's generally not good math for you, but here comes Abhinav Macha, and he'll be an outside gunner to the far side. Okay, now we got 11. That's a good thing.
Arush is in there.
Yep. That's 41 Arush Goyal. He'll be the inside gunner right next to the kicker there. And I got to think that the Wolves, if they don't try to onside this, it looks like they're going to probably try to kick it deep up the left sideline into their own bench.
Yeah, here we go. We got a kickoff and kicked it out of bounds on the 40.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's all right. 40-yard line.
That's a penalty, I think, right?
Yeah, it is.
Flag on the play.
So that's actually going to give.
We'll see where the referees mark this. I think they're going to walk it up to the 35-yard line. So the Wolves have 3 minutes and 55 seconds and 35 yards of real estate to defend here, Coach, to try to ice this one away.
Yeah, we need to we need our top players to start coming into this game right now. Start to make leadership. Charlie, Jack, Christopher, Jack Crandall.
It looks like they got the starting D-line in there. It's going to be at 78, Julian.
Yep.
And he's paired up with Jack at the tackles, and then you got Charlie and Abhinav on the outside. It looks like
Connor's back in the game here.
That's good news for the Wolves. You got Crandall and Brookshire at the linebackers.
Yep.
Ram Rishi walked down as a safety, but basically an outside backer functionally in this.
Harbour comes right out of that under center right to north 34. And
there's the counter play.
There's the counter. Spread that all the way along the edge right there. There you go.
Great job by Finn.
Well done.
Finn did a really nice job of not giving too much ground there and stringing that out. Let him keep coming. He's running sideways. That's not hurting you.
No. Let him go. Let him run that yard.
Once he decides to turn it up, that's okay. Gain of 4, you don't love that, but he did a good job of keeping that thing going east and west and not north and south.
Okay, we got a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 here. Near side hash.
This is it. This is
Big Harbour coming out of it. 3 minutes, 18 seconds, and rolling.
Coach, the Tides are playing like this is the game for them. They're taking their time. They want to get the right plays in.
Here comes that screen out. It gets. Oh, there's a hold. Oh, it should have been a hold coming out of that. We let that receiver out too far, and he runs him out of bounds. So 3:05. That's a first down.
Completed to number 34, Henry Tanner. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock, and that's good enough for.
We gave up on that end play right there. We should have just kept driving through that, and he just gave it away, and then we let the receiver get too far on the flat.
Little break for the Wolves right there, though, forcing the ball carrier out of bounds, so the clock does stop at least long enough for the change to get reset. But it looks like they're going to hold it at 3:05.
First down, Gig Harbour here. Ball marked on the 15-yard line, going into the south end zone here. He's on our Wolves. They're coming up on the front side. Got a 5-man front. See who play this edge here. Up under center again. 34 is going to get the ball. They're going to run with him. Just here comes on the edge. Get that ball out, boys. We're getting that edge. We're getting to the edge, but we're just letting him slide around it.
Yeah.
And we're getting that backer. If we can get those backers just to come through right when that ball is in motion.
Wolves are just flat out getting beat to the spot, right? And they're running wide every time. They will run that little counter play. So they're either diving with 34 or they're running the little counter play with the other guy, and the Wolves have to just stay home and do their jobs here. This tests your mettle.
They're going to keep going to those edges. I mean, they came up the middle and lost the ball up in the end zone. They've been making gains here.
This tests.
Now you got a far side field to work with too, right?
Yeah, this tests your integrity as a defender, right? Are you going to do your job? Are you going to stay home, or are you going to follow your eyes?
Ball carried by number 34, Henry Tanner.
Well, there's our guy Tanner again. Once again, want to say thanks to the grandparents. I know I've been beating that drum, but they sure were nice folks. I'll say this, Jim. Now that it looks like we got a third and one from the 6, and the Tides are going to burn one here.
Gig Harbor going to call timeout, give us a chance to get our breath here and get a look at what we're doing here. Yeah, Coach, it's nice to have everyone from the Gig Harbor families and those folks that are supporting us. So thanks to everyone on that side of the team. Yeah, we do. One more time with our sponsor before we end the game here, Kinsen & Kinzer. Once again, I want to thank everybody who does everything for the WFA, and Kinsen & Kinzer makes it happen with their contributions. So thanks again. And what can I say that I haven't said already about the Pine Lake Ale House, but get on over there, find a special, find a drink, talk about the Wolves football, and we'll see you out again. Hopefully we can catch you on the next online.
You got a favorite dish over there, Coach?
I do. It's called Bodie. It's something I pour in a glass.
They put that in a glass. Yeah, I've seen that.
I see a lot of that.
Liquid lunch.
And I'd be happy to buy you one, Coach, as soon as we get out of here.
Well, we might need one after this one, Coach.
That's right.
I think I've got a couple more gray hairs than when I started. Hard to say. that salt's creeping in there an awful lot at this point. So
looks good though.
Oh, thanks, man.
Here we go. Wolves are coming out of this one. Gig Harbor is going to be in a power situation here. They're going to try to drive this ball. I got a feeling they're going to try to get to the edge again. They've been having good success on it. So here they come in up underneath center. 34. Their big back is in there.
Yeah, this
two
looks
tight wings in it. There goes the wing on that side. He runs the edge on it. We had him in there, and then we let him go. Had him there, and we had to let him go. So Gig Harbor's in the edge.
Arm tackles they don't get it done. They never did.
Nope. Bird tackling is never going to work. Got to get down low. You got to get that body. You got to get in through that body. So Gig Harbor takes it into the end zone with about minute 53, and it's a 6-8 ball game.
8-8, Coach, with the safety.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot about our safety. So Gig Harbor here can go on the up with the PAT.
That's unfortunate for the Wolves because they've shown that they're as good as these guys tonight. Maybe arguably the better team. They just it's just execution stuff. It's cleaning up the penalties. It's tackling with shoulders and not arms. And it's about attacking.
And I think he gets it through, and that does. That shows the PAT's up and good. So that brings us to an 8-9 ball game. We got a barn burner here, Coach. I mean, we're throwing up points like an Oregon game.
It's a real track meet here.
What's that flag on the field here? Looks like
we got a flag in the back in the end zone. That's usually going to indicate that there might be too many men on the field for the D, but we'll see what these guys come back with.
Let's go, boys. You got 2 minutes. Let's go.
Eastlake crowd showing some signs of life out there, some encouragement from up here in the top.
Yeah,
I think that might have been our old defensive guru, Sean Goldie.
The Golden Eye. Any signal on the penalty?
Well, now you're going fourth dimensional chess, right? I mean, that's.
So we got
I like the thinking though.
Conduct on the Wolves like that. That's a disciplinary. Oh, on the Gig Harbor. Oh, so Gig Harbor got an unsportsmanlike on the post kick, so that'll drive them back deeper.
Good. So kick it from deeper.
We'll take a little advantage.
Now, that's the good news. Here's the other good news. We have an opportunity to maybe learn how to field a kickoff.
Yeah. Let's see it happen.
Yeah, they took the kickoff out of youth football a few years ago for safety, and that's not a bad thing. But it means when these guys get to this level, they've never seen it.
Yeah.
So they're learning on the fly.
Yeah.
And they can even understand the rules, and that doesn't necessarily matter.
Yeah, setbacks to Connor.
Coaches are smartly moving their guys forward a little bit. It looks like the Wolves are missing a deep returner on one side. They're going to move everybody back. Ram Rishi coming up.
There we go. Make their
now into the front line. Yep, they're going to line him up. He doesn't. He doesn't know where. Yeah, he doesn't know where he's going.
Here comes the ball.
How can he?
Carver.
Not surprisingly, they kick it off to their sideline, but
30-yard line.
They kicked it to Karsh.
Return back up with it.
And
a couple of missed tackles there, and drives the ball right back to almost the 50-yard line. So not a bad return for Connor.
Not bad at all.
20 yards.
No.
So about 20 yards on that return. So well done.
This is like the end of the Blues Brothers, Coach. We got a 9-8 score, a minute 44. We got 2 timeouts. The ball's at the 48-yard line. It's dark, but we are not wearing sunglasses, unfortunately.
And we're on a mission from
we are on a mission.
We're on a mission from the Wolves Nation. So that ball sits on the 47-yard line, 48-yard line looks like, and the Wolves with about a minute 44 need to put a drive together like they did our second quarter, first third quarter. penalty free. Lots of cheering from the fans on the far side over there. We got the rally going on both sides of the fence.
Boy, we better be careful. This thing's going to break out in a wave. Tens and tens of spectators.
Shotgun formation.
All right, once again, it looks like Nico's back, dotting the I, but there he goes in motion.
Let's Finn in motion. Connor fakes that. He gets a long space up front and gets through the first down. First down.
Quarterback keeper by Connor Karch.
Well done.
Right.
That wing formation.
Tackled by number 20, Max Whiteman.
Tell you what, that's a good play action coming, having that receiver, that back come out of that. That took that linebacker out of that and gave Carson a big lane to run down that far sideline. Minute 26.
Clock's ticking, clock stopping, timeout Eastlake. Minute 23. Well, this is pretty good entertainment for a Wednesday night, Coach, I got to say.
Yeah, not bad. Thought I was at an Oregon football game and the score was going here for a minute.
Well, as the Wolves gather themselves here on the near sideline, Coach, what do you think Coach Kinney's message is to these guys at this point, right? There's so much you want to say, but you got to keep the message short, you got to keep it on point, and you don't want to overwhelm these guys.
Win the battles up front, right, Coach? Win the battles up front. That gets the ball down the field. That's the thing. We've taught that for years. I've always felt like if we can win down that trench, we can do a lot of things with the ball.
Yeah, I think it's about winning the individual assignments here, and I think it's just do your job. You can't do somebody else's.
We love that.
You can't be a hero. You just got to do your job and do it well.
Win your job, right? Everybody win their job. I think that's when you and I coached for so many years. Win your job. That's what I want to see. I want to see Jack. I want to see Steele. I want to see Charlie. I want to see Christopher. I want to see all those guys start to dominate up there. That gives us all the real estate that we need to get to.
All right.
Second down coming out of it.
Yeah, second
and
one.
This on the near side. Connor back in the shotgun. Jack Crandall top side.
Makeable first down here. Easy for the Wolves. They should be able to convert this and get a quick clock stoppage while the chains get reset. Hopefully they called 2 plays.
Connor goes back, looks downfield. Got 2 men down open. Oh, and he picked the ball off. Threw the ball, underthrew the ball. Had 2 receivers in the opening. Underthrew the ball right into the Gig Harbor. And that's an interception. That's a minute 21. With a short underthrown ball. We had 2 receivers in the area.
Both open.
Both wide open. So just a young quarterback, mistake. I get it. Would have liked to see him step into that. I think he was a little too far on his back foot when that ball came out.
Boy, that was a good looking play from the outset for us too, Coach. They had the trips down here close to us on our sideline. All 3 of those guys are streaking. 2 of them were uncovered.
2 men in the open too.
You almost wonder if he just got caught in between on that throw. Like which guy am I going to? Here? Not sure. It's uncharacteristic for him to miss like that.
Yeah. Usually, the Gig Harbor comes out of that with a minute 21. So we've got 1 timeout.
Tide look like they're going to run their offense.
Yep, they're going to keep going with it.
Oh, they're just going to take a knee, and that's going to do it.
Yeah, that probably will do it. I don't think the timeout will help.
Well, unfortunate for the Wolves because for 3.5 quarters they not only they held the lead after halftime, but they sure looked like this was one they could get.
Yeah,
and they're going to go into next week at 0-2, and they're going to be looking for their first win.
Get hungry here,
against Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Got Lincoln coming in next Wednesday. Frustrating night for the Wolves.
Yeah. Well, everyone who was watching at home, we had a pretty good game here by our Wolves here. We were pretty impressed by most of what we saw, but to be had with freshmen, we're going to see mistakes be made like that, and that's all right. We'll just keep working through them. But in this case, I think a couple of penalties got us that took that away from us. So that'll end the game from that standpoint. So, all right, so that's going to end it from here. We're going to end this game at 8-9. And I think everybody that watched on our program tonight realized that I think there's a lot of good things we saw from that, and there's some things we got to work on, and then I think this week's practice will show us how that goes. So if you're at home and watching, we've got varsity this week travels to Tumwater. That game is at 6 o'clock, I think, down at Tumwater this week. So the broadcast will be down there with Davo and Jeremy Budish, with Sean running the helm for us at our executive producer side. So from everybody up here in the booth, our clock guys, everybody, and then to you, Coach, thanks so much. It was
My pleasure.
An absolute fun time today, and I'm looking forward to doing this more this season like that.
It's a long season. We're going to have better days ahead,
right.
Coach. I can't wait to see these guys put it together, and I think that'll start next week against Lincoln.
I agree with that, too. So with everybody at home and everybody from Eastlake and the Wolves, have a good night. We'll see you on the next broadcast. Thanks again for watching.